This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions. Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Back here live at Bethpage Ballpark, Michael Pollack with you here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Game 2 of this doubleheader about to take place between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution. The first pitch from Dennis O'Grady misses low and outside for ball 1, and we are underway here in Game 2. The Ducks took the opening game of the doubleheader by the final count of 5-4 in waddle-off fashion, thanks to a 7th inning home run from Elmer Reyes, as this one is fouled off, first base side out of play, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. Go through the lineups here as this game begins. Thanks so much for joining us for Game 2 of this single admission doubleheader between these two teams. And again, we'll get you all caught up and ready to go here in this game as we begin play in the bottom of the first. Dennis O'Grady is on the mound for the Ducks. He deals in another foul ball by Harris, and that runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. O'Grady making a spot start for the Ducks as Alfredo Simon, unable to make this start today, was placed on the disabled list due to a finger injury, so he unable to make this start here today in the nightcap of the doubleheader. Game 2, I should say. This one line in the center. Cleary Jr. moves in, and he is there to make the catch for the first out. First pitch of this game took place right on time at 9 o'clock. That was when it was expected for game number 2 of this single admission doubleheader. So 1 away here as Alonzo Harris, the right fielder here in game 2, flies out to center, and that'll bring up Alexi Casilla batting in the number 2 spot. He is the second baseman. So again, we'll get you all caught up here. Bear with us as we have the quick changeover from the first game into the second game of this doubleheader. First pitch coming here to Casilla, switch hitter from the left side. He rockets one in the air to shallow right. Long run in for Jordan Hinshaw, and on the run, he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So Casilla retired on 1 pitch, the second baseman and 2-hitter. 2 away, and that is going to leave it up to the catcher and 3-hitter, Isaiah Tejeda. So you've got Harris in right field, Casilla at second, Tejeda doing the catching. As the top 3 hitters in the order for York, their cleanup hitter will be the designated hitter, and that is Telvin Nash batting in the number 4 spot. Michael Burgess at first base will hit 5th. For York, the 6-hitter and left fielder Dayron Verona. Ryan Dent at shortstop batting 7th. Chase Simpson, the third baseman, hits 8th, and Travis Witherspoon in center rounds out the batting order. First pitch here is on the outside corner for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1 on Tejeda. Tejeda comes in at .320 with 16 homers and 70 runs batted in. 0-1. Now that fastball runs inside. And so that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tejeda, a feared hitter. He was in game 1 the designated hitter, but behind the plate here as Luis Cruz gets this game off. 1-1. Breaking ball that misses low. And that'll run the count to 2-1 on O'Grady, who certainly has starting experience this year. This is his 31st appearance overall, but he has 14 and now 15 starts. And thus far this season, 5-6 with a 4.42 ERA. 2-1. On the ground, back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Hard hit baseball off the bat of Isaiah Tejeda. So a 2-out single for the catcher. And that'll bring up the designated hitter and cleanup man, Telvin Nash. Defensive lineup for the Ducks here in game 2 of the Twin Bill. You have the left fielder in Lou Ford, the center fielder in Delta Cleary Jr., and in right field is Jordan Hinshaw. On the infield from left to right, it is Ruben Gotay starting at third base. The shortstop, El Moraes, as Dan Lyons gets the game off. The second baseman, Giovanni Alfonso. And over at first base is Angelo Sanco. Doing the catching behind home plate, Alex Berg, who had game one off. First pitch fastballs on the outside corner for strike one here to Telvin Nash. And on the mound, right-hander Dennis O'Grady, who is making his first start since July the 22nd. And we'll detail more of that here as we go along. 0-1 pitch coming. O'Grady kicks and comes home. Nash takes, and this fastball misses down and away to even the count at 1-1. O'Grady began the year on the bullpen, moved to the starting rotation, and because of an innings limit this year after missing all of last season with an injury, had to move from the rotation back to the bullpen at the end of July, and he's been there since, has pitched very well out of the bullpen outside of a hiccup in the second of his two relief appearances since switching. Fouled back to the screen by Nash, a hard hit baseball off the end of the bat. And the count now 1-2. Gave up 3 runs August the 4th. Since that point has allowed just 2 unearned runs, and that in a total of 9 relief appearances. So he's ahead on Telvin Nash, 1-2, comes in hitting .313 with 12 homers and 30 runs batted in. Revs had 3 solo home runs in game 1, but it was a solo homer by the Ducks that served as the difference in a 5-4 waddle-off win, the 9th walk-off win for the Ducks this year. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch once again from Dennis O'Grady. Here it comes, and the breaking ball misses low. No advance from the runner. Staying put at first base is Tejeda. Revolution will counter with right-hander Jay Gauze, and we'll go more into detail on Jay Gauze as we move along. He has been one of the better pitchers for the Revolution this season, and that's why it was so paramount for the Ducks to get the win in game 1. You never know what can happen here, but with the Ducks going with a reliever pitching who is probably only going to throw an inning or 2, and then the rest of the bullpen to follow, you wanted to get that win in game 1 with Dunning on the mound. 2-2, breaking ball. Nash, another good eye, takes low and away. And so the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming up here now, and that'll release the runner at first base. So going on the pitch will be Tejeda. There he goes, and Nash takes downstairs, ball 4. Dennis O'Grady got ahead 1-2 on Telvin Nash, but missed with 3 straight pitches. And so a walk to Nash has put 2 on with 2 outs for the York Revolution.
Hitting in the 5th position, the first baseman, number 21.
The Ducks picked up a game on both New Britain and Bridgeport with their win in game 1. New Britain lost earlier today 5-0. In the final game of that series, Southern Maryland lost game 1 4-1, or defeated Bridgeport 4-1 in game 1. And right now, Lancaster has taken a 7-6 lead over Somerset in the 10th inning of their first game of the doubleheader. So that is good news all the way around for the Ducks. A chance for Long Island, if that score holds, to pick up a game on everybody in the Liberty Division going into this one. First pitch to Michael Burgess. He takes a breaking ball over the outside corner from O'Grady for strike 1. A tough year for Kevin Baez, who was hoping O'Grady could keep his pitch count down and get him through 2 innings. He's now thrown 16 pitches here in the first, got 2 outs quickly on just 5 pitches, but has had to go deep in the count to the last 2 and has allowed both runners to reach. Burgess from the left side had game 1 off. He comes in at .268 with 14 homers and 57 runs batted in. Big fastball misses high and outside. I think O'Grady actually was trying to get more break on that. Did not get some. So that'll even up the count at 1-1. No score as we play top of the first. Revolution threatening with 2 outs. Burgess here taps one into the ground foul, way out in front of the pitch from O'Grady. Now O'Grady is ahead of Burgess with a count of a ball and 2 strikes. So can Dennis O'Grady get Burgess and strand a pair on base in the top of the first inning, get the Ducks off to a good start? O'Grady shakes off Berg. Now has the pitch he likes. Runners lead from first and second with 2 down, the 1-2. Fastball misses down and in. Try to get Burgess to chase. He would not. And so that will even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Ducks coming into this game for the moment 8 games ahead of Bridgeport, 10 ahead of New Britain. And 8 ahead of Somerset, though if that score holds, it would go to 8.5. And now 18 games to go, including this one. 2-2. Ripped towards second base. Tough hop, but it's knocked down by Alfonso. He fields and throws to first in time. Nice play by Giovanni Alfonso on a hard liner from Michael Burgess, and O'Grady works out of trouble in the first inning. So for the Revolution, no runs, a hit, a walk, they leave 2, and after a half inning of play, it is the Revolution nothing, and the Ducks coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brown Allen. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Well, we head to the bottom half of inning number 1. Dennis O'Grady allows a walk and a hit with 2 outs in the inning, but gets out of trouble. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Here's the Ducks lineup for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Jordan Hinshaw on the leadoff spot will play in right field tonight. Delta Cleary Jr. batting second. He is the center fielder. Lou Ford in the 3 spot, starting in left field, and the designated hitter is Mark Krause. That's in the cleanup spot. Angelo Sanko is the 5-hitter and first baseman. Ruben Gotay at third base, bats 6th. The 7-hitter and shortstop, Elmer Reyes. Alex Berg does the catching and hits 8th. And rounding out the order is the second baseman, Giovanni Alfonso. Starting 9 for the Ducks here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Michael Pollock here bringing you all the action. Thank you so very much for tuning in here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Appreciate you joining us and sticking around with us through this long evening of baseball. Game 1, a long one at 2 hours and 26 minutes for a 7-inning game. But it ended in happy fashion for the Long Island Ducks. A walk-off home run off the bat of Elmer Reyes, his 5th home run of the year. First pitch fastball from Jay Gauze, misses a little bit low. And the count 1-0. Gauze making his 13th start, 16th appearance of the year for the Revolution. First time the Ducks are seeing him. And Hinshaw here chops one into the ground foul. A big swing, but caught it off the end of the bat. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. So for the Ducks today, seeing a guy for the first time this year in both games of the doubleheader. Williamson had never seen the Ducks before, and neither has Gauze. Breaking ball crushed, but foul down the left field line. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the leadoff hitter, Jordan Hinshaw, who enters this one at .330 with a home run and 21 runs batted in. On the way, the 1-2 pitch is a fastball that misses up high. Good eye by Hinshaw to work the count even at 2-2. Hinshaw, the speedster at the top of the order, had 3 hits for the Ducks in Game 1. And the 2-2. Breaking ball hit in the air to shallow left. Moving in is Dyrone Verona. And he'll make the catch, running in and to his right to retire Hinshaw for the first out of the bottom of the first inning. Well, for this doubleheader today, a crowd of 4,253 in attendance. Again, a single admission doubleheader after the rain out last night. 2 7-inning games for these 2 teams. Game 1 went the full 7, or technically 6.5 plus 2 batters in the bottom of the 7th, but pretty much 7 innings. And the Ducks won it 5-4. First pitch here to Delta Cleary Jr. He'll take low, switch hitter from the left side, and the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Cleary Jr. enters this game at 270, 3 homers, 40 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Takes a pass ball on the outside corner for a strike. For the Ducks, this is their 13th. Check that. This is their 12th doubleheader of the year. They are 12-10. This is popped in the air to shallow center. Moving in on it is Travis Witherspoon to make the catch. Cleary Jr. retired on the flyout, and there are 2 away. So 12th doubleheader for the Long Island Ducks. 12-10 in doubleheader games coming into the day, so now 13-10. And with their 5-4 win in Game 1, they are now 25-22 in one-run games this year. And going back to August the 4th, the Ducks are now 12-2 in their last 14 one-run games. Very, very impressive. First pitch here to Lou Ford is a fastball that runs inside from Gauze for ball 1. Gauze comes in at 8-2 on the year. He's got a 3.25 ERA, 63 strikeouts to 33 walks in 72 innings. 1-0. Ford grounds this one as short. Gobbled up there by Ryan Dent. Throws over to first in time for the out. And the Ducks are retired in order in the bottom of the first. So a good start for Gauze as he sets the top of the order down 1-2-3. We'll head to the second here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. York nothing and Long Island nothing.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegline.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, fans, a reminder that every walk by a Ducks batter this season is brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care that you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk on in. Well, good news once again coming across the out-of-town scoreboard for the Ducks. Lancaster Barnstormers 7-6 winners over the Somerset Patriots. So the Ducks pick up a full game in the standings on everybody in the York Revolution, on the Liberty Division, excuse me. We are going to have a pinch hitter here, by the way. It looks as though Jared Mitchell is now going to pinch hit for Dyrone Verona. So we'll get back to the scoreboard in a minute, but Jared Mitchell is going to pinch hit for the York Revolution after one inning here in Game 2. Verona must still be experiencing some troubles from Game 1 after he was hit on the hand by a pitch from Rob Rogers. Stayed in the game, finished that one out, and started this one, but now a pinch hitter, and he smacks the first pitch in a center field, a base hit. Dennis O'Grady, by the way, staying in for a second inning of relief. Mitchell took a wide turn at first, but he holds on. So pinch hitter Jared Mitchell with a base hit on the first pitch he sees from Dennis O'Grady. So we'll try and find out anything further on Verona, but again, we have to just assume that has something to do with the fact that he was hit on the hand with that fastball from Rob Rogers in the 6th inning of Game 1. He stayed in that game, but the swelling must continue to rise for him, and he must be feeling enough discomfort that he's got to come out of the game after one inning here in Game 2. I was actually surprised to see him in the starting lineup for Game 2. He was originally scheduled to be. I thought that might switch, but it did not, and now indeed it has. Throw over to first, and back safely there is Mitchell. So Mitchell, who did start in right field in Game 1, drew 2 walks and had a strikeout. ends up coming in here in game 2. He's on at first, has good speed. O'Grady, another quick throw over. And again, Mitchell's back. O'Grady has a very quick pickoff move. Runners have to be careful. He has picked off many a runner at first base and at second base this year. With that quick move over to first. Mitchell does have good speed on the year. 15 steals. 4 times he's been caught stealing. First pitch. And Ryan Dent takes a little bit low from O'Grady for ball 1. First time that O'Grady is pitching into a second inning of work since July 31st when he threw an inning and 2/3 scoreless at York in the Ducks' 10-7 win. Ducks had dropped the next 2 against the Revs, but have now won 2 straight, both by a 5-4 score against York. Another throw over to first and back safely there is Jared Mitchell. Getting the sign, O'Grady. Here is the 1-0. Popped up, foul back behind the plate. Let's go up and over everything. So that'll even the count at 1-1 on Dent, who is hitting .264 with 5 home runs and 41 runs batted in. Dent started at shortstop in game 1, hit into a big double play that helped the Ducks in their cause. Ended the inning in the 6th after the Revs had tied the game and put 2 on with nobody out. 1-1, breaking ball, that a little bit high and outside. Didn't miss by much. But O'Grady does not get the call. And so the count goes to 2-1. A lot of the crowd has stuck around here for the second game. There was a rock, paper, scissors tournament that took place in between the 2 games of the doubleheader. Runner goes from first, 2-1 is high. Throw down to second base is in time. They got him. They say that Alfonso lost the ball on the transfer, but the stolen base attempt is thwarted by Berg and Alfonso. Caught stealing goes 2-4, and there is the second out. Did not pick the right pitch to run on, as O'Grady threw a high fastball, and Berg went up, got it, and fired a perfect strike down to Alfonso. Berg has done a terrific job of late behind the plate, throwing out runners. So Mitchell caught stealing for the 5th time this year in 20 attempts. And with 1 away, now a 3-ball, 1-strike pitch coming to Ryan Dent. Grady kicks and comes home, and this is fouled off to the first base side. Well out of play, and that'll run the count full. So O'Grady has pitched just once this year in relief against York. Earlier this season, he made 2 starts against the Revs. 1-1 took a no decision in the other, and combined allowed 5 runs in 11 innings. Breaking ball lined into center. Cleary Jr. moves in and to his left to make the catch. Hard hit baseball off the bat of Dent, but Cleary Jr. there for the out. And quickly 2 away. Home plate umpire for this one is Tim Rosso. He calls balls and strikes behind home plate. David Speranza, the crew chief, is around at first base. And the third base umpire here for game 2 of the doubleheader is Matt Hensel. So with 2 down and the base is empty, here is Chase Simpson to the plate as Dennis O'Grady tries to complete a second inning of work tonight, getting the spot start for Simon. First pitch, and he misses outside for ball 1. Simon has an issue with his finger. He has been having some trouble with it of late. He did start his last time out, but unable to make this start here. And O'Grady taking the spot. Simon was placed on the DL today. We'll have more on that in the second inning, bottom of the second. 1-0 to Simpson. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball diving down and in. And that'll even things up at 1-1. By the way, as we were saying, so Somerset lost. Ducks pick up a game on everybody. So they are now 8 clear of Bridgeport, 8.5 clear of Somerset, and 10 clear of New Britain, with 18 games remaining here in the season, including this one. So after tonight, it'll be 17, and they will be at least 7 games up with 17 games remaining. 1-1. And missed inside, a breaking ball. 2-1 now on Simpson, who comes in at 195 with 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. O'Grady looking for the 1-2-3 inning, not a 1-2-3 inning, but facing the minimum 3 in the second. He gave up the leadoff single. But has gotten a caught stealing and a flyout since. 2-1. Breaking ball, that misses low. And for the second straight hitter, O'Grady behind at 3 balls and a strike. Travis Witherspoon waiting in the on-deck circle for York. O'Grady out of the stretch is set. Here's the 3-1. Simpson a swing and a miss. A good changeup from O'Grady, and Simpson was way out in front expecting a fastball. And the count full at 3-2. By the way, with the Ducks winning Game 1, that's their 10th win of the year against the Revolution. They're now 10-5 against York. So they have guaranteed themselves at least a split of the season series with York. These two teams playing tonight and then tomorrow night, and then 3 more in York next week, Tuesday through Thursday. So a win here in this one would guarantee the Ducks the season series win over the Revolution. 3-2. Fouled back to the screen. Try to get him to swing through the breaking ball down and in. He just got enough of it to fight it off, so we'll do it yet again. So we'll have a 3-2 delivery coming up here as O'Grady faces Simpson, trying to face the minimum 3 in the second inning. Another payoff delivery, and Simpson swings and crushes one way foul first base side. Hit it very high in the air and very, very foul. He was way out in front of it and pulled it over the concession stand on the first base side out of play. Another 3-2 coming. And Kevin Bias says he has to keep the pitch count in mind for O'Grady. Again, moving to the bullpen from the rotation because of an innings limit, trying to get him through 2 here. He's at 34 pitches thus far. 3-2. Simpson takes a fastball that just missed the inside corner for ball 4. O'Grady tried to paint the corner for strike 3, but allows the 2-out walk. Second walk given up by O'Grady. So Simpson is on with 2 away, and that will bring Travis Witherspoon up to the plate. Not what O'Grady wanted to do there against the hitter batting under 200 with 2 outs and the bases empty. But Simpson is on, and now Travis Witherspoon, who had Game 1 off, back in the lineup here for Game 2. First pitch. And O'Grady misses with a fastball down and away for ball 1. Witherspoon enters this one at 275, 6 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Started here on Monday night, but had Game 1 off today. One-0. Drive in the air to left center. That's hit well. Move forward, racing back at the track. He looks up, and you can forget it. A 2-out home run over the left field wall for Travis Witherspoon, his 7th home run of the season. Revolution strike first here in Game 2, and they lead it 2-0. Those 2-out troubles stinging the Ducks yet again. A 2-out walk to Simpson, batting under 200 this year coming into this one. And then Travis Witherspoon smacks one deep over the left field fence. So the home run for Witherspoon, the Revolution have the early lead, and that's their 4th home run of the day. Now Alonzo Harris to the plate from the right side. First pitch, he's way out in front, swings and misses. And the count 0-1. The Ducks allowed 3 runs in Game 1 with 2 out, 1 on a wild pitch, and the first 2 on back-to-back solo home runs from Harris and Casilla. Both hitters had 2 strikes on them, as did the runner who scored on the wild pitch. Foul ball, first base side off the end of the bat, and O'Grady ahead 0-2, and those are killers. Ducks were fortunate to win Game 1 despite allowing all those, and I'm sure that drives pitching coach Billy Horn and manager Kevin Myers crazy. You're 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, in O'Grady's case from facing the minimum 3, but ended up walking Simpson, giving up the home run to Witherspoon, and now he's ahead 0-2 on Harris. 0-2. Harris takes a fastball, and that somehow just missed the outside corner. O'Grady looked like he had painted the corner, but does not get the call. And so the count 1-2. For Witherspoon, again, his 7th home run, RBIs number 40 and 41 on the year. This one is smacked on the ground up the middle into center field for a base hit. So another batter with 2 strike reaches. And for the Revolution, their 4th hit already, and I think Kevin Byers is going to have to think about going to his bullpen earlier than he wanted. He really was hoping to get O'Grady through 2 innings tonight, but he is having trouble getting the final out here in this inning. He has allowed now 4 hits and 2 walks thus far. I don't know exactly what the pitch count is, but he's at 41 now. And having a lot of trouble getting this final out of the second inning. Here's the switch hitting Alexi Casilla, all ready for his 2nd time at the plate. First pitch from O'Grady. Casilla way out in front of the breaking ball, swings and misses for strike 1. O'Grady's had some pretty good pitches that have been swung on and missed, but he's left a couple out over the plate too that have been hit hard. Casilla fly out to right his first time up. Throw over, and diving back safely is Harris, who has good speed. On the season, Harris with 22 stolen bases in 32 attempts. So Brady does have to pay attention to the runner there. Don't want him taking off and getting in a scoring position. 0-1. Breaking ball misses inside. And that will even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So York has taken a 2-0 lead on Witherspoon's home run. For the Revolution, they have hit 4 home runs today now, 117 on the year. 1-1, breaking ball, grounded foul, first base side, and once again, O'Grady gets the 2 strikes on the batter. O'Grady had 2 strikes on Simpson, 3-2, had 2 strikes on Harris at 1-2, and now has 2 strikes on Casilla. Simpson and Harris both reached. We find a way to get Casilla out and limit the damage to just the 2 runs. On the stretch, here's the 1-2 delivery. O'Grady turns the throw over, and barely taking the lead off was Harris, so he's back easily. O'Grady set again. And the 1-2. Ripped foul, first base side off the facing of the camera well. A hard hit ball with 2 strikes against O'Grady. Fortunately for O'Grady, Casilla was too far out in front. We'll have yet another 1-2 delivery as O'Grady laboring to try and get this final out of the 2nd inning. Casilla the 6th man to bat in this inning. And again, this is the longest O'Grady has gone since July the 31st. When he threw an inning and 2/3 of relief against these Revolution. 1-2. And again, O'Grady steps off and looks over at first base, paying a very close eye on Harris, who does not have a big lead at all off first, just a couple steps, being held on by Angelo Sanco. 1-2. Drive in the air to right. Hinshaw going back to the track, looks up at the wall, and you can forget it. For the 2nd time in this inning, O'Grady allows a 2-out, 2-run home run. And for Casilla, he hits his 2nd home run of the day, his 3rd of the year, and the Revolution lead it by 4. Just can't do that with 2 outs, and O'Grady knows that. But Kevin Byers is really trying to get him through 2, and now Kevin realizes that's not going to happen, as he has come out of the dugout, and I think he's going to have to go to his bullpen. Well, he'll go to the mound to at least chat with Dennis O'Grady and get his temperature, but again, O'Grady's been pitching out of the bullpen of late. He's going to stick with him here. Very surprised. Kevin Byers said before the game that Dennis O'Grady was on a pitch limit. Said he'll go 1, maybe 2 innings, depending on what his pitch count is, which right now is at 46. An average of 23 in each inning. And here with 2 outs, he has allowed a walk, a homer, a single, and a homer. 3 of the 4 that reached all had 2 strikes on him. And O'Grady has been unable to get that 3rd strike and that 3rd out. Here's Isaiah Tejeda to the plate. First pitch to him, and the breaking ball misses low and outside for ball 1. Again, a long way from being over this game, but that's exactly why Game 1 was so imperative for the Ducks to take, because you never know what's going to happen in a game like this when you're making a spot start and then using the bullpen for most of it. O'Grady throws another good pitch that doesn't get called a strike. And so now it's 2-0 on Tejeda, who in his first at-bat singled up the middle with 2 out. It's now 6 batters that have reached base with 2 outs against O'Grady. 2-0, swing and a miss. That looked like might have been ball 3 coming inside, but Tejeda swung through it in the count 2-1. Tejeda for the Revolution in game 1, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts at the plate. Popped that foul to third with a go-ahead run at second base in the 7th. 2-1, breaking ball, that's high and inside, and it's 3-1. And O'Grady another ball away from allowing a 5th straight batter to reach with 2 out and walking his 3rd of the game. And he got a dangerous home run hitter waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-1 delivery. And Tejeda swings, pops it foul upstairs, back behind home plate. And now the count full at 3-2. Mitchell a pinch hit single to begin the inning and dent the fly out. But before the fly out, Mitchell was caught stealing at second base for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 down and the base is empty. And the Revs have now put 4 runs on the scoreboard thanks to 2 homers with a walk and a single preceding each. 3-2. Tejeda, swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him high and inside. And O'Grady gets his first strikeout of the night and gets out of trouble. But not before the Revolution strike for 4 2-out runs. They get 4 runs on 3 hits. Check that, 4 hits. And a walk in the inning. There were no errors and there was nobody left on base. And after an inning and a half here in game 2, it's now the Revolution 4 and the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. On to the bottom of the 2nd inning we go. The Long Island Ducks trailing the York Revolution early here in game number 2 of this single admission doubleheader, 4-0, thanks to a pair of 2-run home runs in the top of the 2nd inning. Now as we go to the bottom of the 2nd, it is time for the Long Island Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, we mentioned earlier that Alfredo Simon dealing with a finger injury. He is scratched from today's start. That's why Dennis O'Grady is on the mound, and so Simon today was placed on the disabled list, as was left-handed pitcher Rafael Perez. First pitch a strike to Mark Krause, 0-1. Perez will not make his next start as he was put on the disabled list today with a toe injury. 0-1. Misses the outside corner on a fastball to even the count at 1-1. Perez was scheduled to start here on Friday against New Britain. Instead, that will be Tyler Levine, who makes his 2nd straight start against the Bees. 1-1. Krause, a high pop-up in the air, shallow right center, going out the second baseman Casilla. He'll make the call now, gives way to the right fielder Jared Mitchell, who makes the catch for the 1st out. Speaking of that, Jared Mitchell, who pinch hit for Dyrone Verona, stays in the game. He plays right field. Alonzo Harris moves over from right field to left field. So now the outfield shows Harris in left, Witherspoon in center, and Mitchell in right for York. So Kraus pops out one away, and up to the plate will step the first baseman, Angelo Sanko. Sanko bats from the left side. He hits the first pitch in the air to right. Not deep, though. Moving in is Mitchell, and he'll make the catch. 2 batters, 2 flyouts to Mitchell, and 2 quick outs for right-hander Jay Gauze. He's retired the first 5 Ducks in a row. 2 away, and that'll bring up Ruben Gotay. On the infield from left to right tonight for York, Chase Simpson starts at third base. The shortstop Ryan Dent, Alexi Casillas at second, and Michael Burgess around at first. Isaiah Tejeda does the catching behind home plate. Jay Gauze on the rubber. First pitch on the way to the switch-hitting Ruben Gotay. He'll take a fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. Gotay did not play in game 1, gets the start though here in game 2, and on the year a .271 for the Ducks. 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in. 0-1, breaking ball that misses downstairs, and it'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gauze at one point had won 5 straight starts from July 19th through August the 9th. Then took the loss in Sugarland August the 15th and has not gotten a win in 2 starts since. So that's not 3 straight starts without a win, and combined in those 3 has thrown 14 innings and has given up 10 runs. So he's been scuffling a bit of late. Trying to turn it around here tonight. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch now to Gotay. He takes a fastball that just missed the outside corner. Tim Rosso said it was too far off the plate. So Gotay was a great eye, works the count to 3-1, trying to reach base here with 2 outs, and Elmer Reyes, the hero from game 1, on deck. 3-1 pitch. Gotay takes the fastballs high, ball 4, and there's the Ducks' first base runner here in game 2 as Ruben Gotay draws the 2-out walk. It's brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So Ruben Gotay reaches with 2 out, and that'll bring up Elmer Reyes. With the 2 starting pitchers for the Ducks, Simon and Perez, going on the disabled list, the Ducks made 2 signings of pitchers today. They signed and activated former Duck Bruce Kern, who will now begin his 3rd season with Long Island. This pitch misses low and gets away from the catcher Tejeda off his glove. Looked like it might have been a cross up there, and on the pass ball down to second base, it's going to go Ruben Gotay. A pass ball there on Tejeda, who just seemed like he got crossed up with Gauze and missed the pitch. So 1-0 here on Reyes, the hero in game 1, hitting his 5th home run and driving in his 50th run of the year. A bottom of the 7th, 1-out blast off of former Duck Ricardo Gomez. 1-0, and Reyes here pops one up in the middle of the infield. Shortstop Ryan Dent making the call. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. So the Ducks get their first base runner of the night, but cannot plate their first run. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base. After 2 here in game 2, 4-0 Revolution.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanko, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, the Mets, and the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. So we move to the third inning, and Kevin Baez has made his first pitching change of the night. Here in Game 2, he calls upon right-hander Tyler Wilson, who is going to take over for Dennis O'Grady, who started tonight. Kevin Baez said max he would go about 2 innings, had to keep an eye on the pitch count, which got up high because of his 2-out troubles in the second. And he was able to get the final out of the inning to avoid needing a pitching change during the second. But now Tyler Wilson will come on and pitch here in the third inning, with the Ducks trailing the Revolution by a count of 4-0. So this will be Tyler Wilson's first action of the series. And the right-hander will take over for O'Grady in the third. For the Revolution, it'll be their 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up: Telvin Nash, Michael Burgess, and Jared Mitchell. So to the final line, too, on Dennis O'Grady. Let you know the final totals for him. And then we'll get you the numbers, too, on Tyler Wilson. So we move to the third. And here is Wilson to face leadoff hitter in the inning, Telvin Nash, cleanup hitter and designated hitter. First pitch to him, and he takes a fastball up high for ball 1. Nash drew a walk his first time up with 2 outs in the first inning against O'Grady after falling behind 1-2. But was stranded at first when Michael Burgess grounded out to second. 1-0. And there's a strike over the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. So Brady goes 2 innings to the Ducks tonight. He allows 5 hits and 4 runs, all of which were earned. All of the runs and all of the hits coming with 2 outs, or all but one of the hits, coming with 2 outs in an inning. Brady walked 2 and struck out 1. Breaking ball cut on and missed. Good slider over the outside corner, and it's 1-2. 2 home runs, the 2-run blast by Witherspoon and Casilla. And O'Grady threw 52 pitches, 30 of which were strikes. So in line for the loss, unless the Ducks can come from behind and tie the score. 1-2 from Wilson. And Nash takes the fastball high and outside for ball 2. For Tyler Wilson, he comes in to make his 17th appearance of the season. Missed about 3 months of the year, recovering from an injury, but back here with the Ducks late. 2-2. A slider missed outside, and the count full. And we talked about this a lot during the first game, David Weiss and I. This is a very patient Revolution team. They draw a lot of free passes during the course of ball games. In game 1 of the doubleheader, they drew 7. In a 5-4, game 1 of the series, they drew 7. 3-2. And that breaking ball a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Telvin Nash could not believe it. Stared back with a gaping mouth open at Tim Rosso, and now having a conversation with the home plate umpire after getting called down on strikes. First strikeout for Wilson, the second for Ducks pitching. And there's 1 away here in the third. So 1 down up to the plate is going to step Michael Burgess. York drew just 3 walks, though, in game 1. They were able to get to Jake Dunning for 3 home runs, but Dunning left the game after he gave up the home run that tied it. And the bullpen between Rogers and Diaz did a good job. Rogers got out of a big jam in the 6th. Diaz worked around a double in the 7th. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1 by Burgess, who bounced to second his first time up. And then the Ducks won it on the Reyes walk-off home run in the bottom of the 7th off of Ricardo Gomez. Here's the 0-1 from Wilson. Burgess takes, and the fastball misses outside, even the count at 1-1. Burgess did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader, had it off, but he did play here on Monday night in the opening game of the series. 1-1. The breaking ball misses downstairs. Burgess in game 1 was 1 for 5. Game 1 of the series, I should say, was 1 for 5 with a single. Also struck out twice in his last 2 plate appearances of the night. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Wilson. Burgess a swing and a miss. Got a pitch out over the plate, but late on the swing, and it's 2-2. For Wilson on the year, he comes in at 2-2, 4.70 ERA, has 1 save on the season. Opponents have not hit too well against him this year, just a .224 batting average. They've scored runs against him, but they have not had a tremendous batting average against him. 2-2. Burgess takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Good slider over the inside corner. Hard slider at that. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Wilson. And 2 quick outs to begin the 3rd inning for the right-hander.
Jared Mitchell, number 10.
For Tyler Wilson, in his 15 1/3 innings of work, he has given up 13 hits, 8 runs, all earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 14. 2 away, bases empty. Here is Jared Mitchell, who hit the first pitch he saw for a single back in the 2nd inning. First pitch here, though, is taken, and it's high and outside for ball 1. Mitchell pinch hit in that 2nd inning for the injured Dyrone Verona, and single up the middle, or we presume an injured Verona, and got caught stealing at second base, did Mitchell. On a good throw from Alex Berg. 1-0, skied in the air, foul, 3rd base sign, that's well out of play. I thought that would be a big out in the inning, 2nd out of the inning. The Revolution out of the base is empty, but Simpson walked. Simpson, who was hitting coming into the day just 192. Picked up a walk. Travis Witherspoon, the 9-hitter, followed with a 2-run home run to left center. Alonzo Harris singled, and then Alexi Casilla lined a 2-run home run to right, his 2nd home run of the day. 1-1. Mitchell swings and fouls it straight back to the screen. That'll run the count to 1-2, and now Tyler Wilson is strike 3 away from striking out the side here in the 3rd inning. Not once were the Revolution retired in order in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Wilson trying to make that happen here in the 3rd. Base is empty, 2 down. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up to the lefty swinging Mitchell. Wilson kicks and comes home, and Mitchell will take a breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Tyler Wilson strikes out the side, all looking here in the 3rd inning. And that is another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning with energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island. Saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, York 4, Long Island nothing.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Bottom of the 3rd inning coming up. The York Revolution lead the Long Island Ducks 4-0. And when Tyler Wilson struck out Jared Mitchell looking to strike out the side and end the top of the 3rd in order, it was the 15th out of the ball game. It was also a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning, but it was the 15th out of the ball game. And did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO, 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com. Jay Gauss back to the mound for his 3rd inning of work, and he will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the order for the Ducks. It will be Alex Berg, Giovanni Alfonso, and Jordan Hinshaw due up. First pitch to Berg is a slider that misses the inside corner for ball 1. under the hands of Berg there. Kick in the 1-0. Berg takes another breaking ball. This one catches the corner at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Berg did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader. He comes into the day at .220 on the season, 11 home runs, 36 runs batted in. 1-1. Off the end of the bat, foul back behind the plate. A big swing as he was out in front of it. Tipped it back foul, and now Gauze ahead 1-2. Gauze has not struck out a batter yet. He has walked 1. Aside from that, has retired the other 6 hitters he's faced, 5 of them in the air. And the 1-2. Fastball misses high and tight, and that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good portion of the crowd again still here for game 2 of this doubleheader. Here's the 2-2. Berg takes a breaking ball that nearly caught the left arm, but it misses inside, and the count full at 3-2. Berg trying to reach base to begin the inning, and then it'll be Alfonso to follow. Revs play Berg straight away. And the 3-2 pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball 4. So Jay Gauze walks his second batter of the night. Berg is on to begin inning number 3. Another walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in.
Hitting the ninth position for Long Island. Throws second base for number 6, Giovanni Alfonso. Number 6.
So Berg on to begin, and now the second baseman and 9-hitter Giovanni Alfonso comes to the plate from the right side. Gauze's first pitch, and Alfonso takes a fastball over the inside corner for strike 1. Alfonso coming into the game hitting .296 on the season for the Ducks, 3 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball cut on and missed. Good pitch from Gauze. And Alfonso put a good swing on it, but just a bit out in front. Didn't miss by much, and it's now 0-2. Berg being held on at first base by Michael Burgess. Gauze is 0-2, and Alfonso smacks one in the air down the right field line. Heading into the corner, that is going to be a foul ball. Mitchell did not have a chance to make that play, and that ball just kept slicing and slicing and went a couple of feet to the right of the chalk. Good effort by Alfonso to go the opposite way. That would have at the very least put runners at second and third with nobody out for Jordan Hinshaw. And another one of those patent Alfonso swings the opposite way, this one with a bit more pop behind it. But unfortunately goes foul, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Gauze looks back in for the sign from Tejeda. Shakes him off. And now has the pitch that he likes. Berg takes his lead at first. And the 0-2 delivery once again is swung on and smacked foul again down the right field line. This time well foul and out of play. No debate on that one, and it's still 0-2. Just a beautiful evening for baseball here on Long Island after the rainy weather yesterday. 0-2 again, and this one hit on the ground weakly. Third base side, gonna be a tough play. Gauze bare hands, off balance throw to first. They got him. What a play by Jay Gauze, ranging to the third base side of the mound, fielded it through off balance to first, and beat Giovanni Alfonso to the bag with the throw. So it'll be 1-3 on the put out. Berg goes to second. As good as a sacrifice bunt, but down 4 runs. You don't want the sac bunt. You want a base hit. And tough outcome for Giovanni Alfonso. Looked like he had a double down the right field line, and then there looked like he had an infield single, and Jay Gauze makes a terrific play for the first out. So now Jordan Hinshaw going to come to the plate. Tejeda goes out to have a quick chat with his right-hander. I don't know if this was just about signs or just to give Gauze a little bit of a breather, but I believe they say it was not a defensive timeout taken. So 1 out, 1 on, and back to the top of the order for Jordan Hinshaw, who popped out to left field his first time up back in the opening inning. Ducks still looking for their first hit of the game. First pitch on the way, and Hinshaw swinging a miss late on the fastball for strike one. Let's go Ducks chant up from the crowd here at Bethpage Ballpark. Will the Ducks to get onto the scoreboard here and cut into the 4-0 lead. Causes 0-1. Delivers to the plate. Hinshaw swings and smacks it foul back to the screen. A very late swing. And knocked it to the screen on the first base side of the plate. The count quickly 0-2 here on Hinshaw, who, as we mentioned before, had 3 hits in game 1 of the doubleheader. 3 singles in his first 3 at-bats, had an RBI and a run to go along with those 3 hits. Long look in for Gauze, and now steps off and wants to go through the signs once again. The 0-2 here from Gauze to Hinshaw. Right-hander looks to Berg at second. Deals to the plate now, and Hinshaw's swinging a miss, strike 3. Gauze blows the fastball by him. So for Jay Gauze, his first strikeout of the night, as Hinshaw can't catch up to the heat. Second out of the inning, and that is going to leave it up to Delta Cleary Jr.
Number 5, Delta Cleary Jr. Number 5.
Again, this is the first time that Jay Gauze is facing the Ducks, 25-year-old. 10th round pick out of the Houston Astros in 2014 out of Faulkner University in Alabama. First pitch here is a fastball low. And the count 1-0 on Cleary Jr. Has pitched professionally in Puerto Rico before, previously selected by the Indians in the 2010 draft out of high school, but never signed with them. 1-0. Breaking ball popped in the air down the left field line. Going to be a tough play. Long run over and off the glove of a running Alonzo Harris as he crossed into foul ground. Try to reach out and make the catch. Could not come up with it. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. That ball was definitely a foul ball, but Harris made a great attempt at it. Reached out with the glove and had it go off his glove. No error. That was a very tough play for Harris. Almost made a very good one. But it does indeed go foul. So the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cleary Jr. a fly out to center his first time up, and that coming after going 1 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader today. He had a sac bunt as well. 1-1. Fisted out in the air to shallow left. Going to be a tough play, and Harris will have to play it on a hop, but lands for a base hit. Berg around third. He's going to come in to score. It's a 2-out RBI single for Delta Cleary Jr. Ducks are on the scoreboard, and they close to within 4-1. Well, sometimes it's not about how hard you hit it. It's about where you hit it. And Cleary Jr. was able to fist that one out over short and in front of the left fielder Harris. Cleary Jr. picks up the base hit and the RBI. It is his 41st run batted into the year. Berg scores from second, running on the play on contact with 2 out. So it's now a 3-run ball game as the Ducks collect their first hit of the night. And now with 2 away and the runner at first, here is Lou Ford to the plate. First pitch on the way. Ford, a swing and a line drive in the air to right. Hit well. Back goes Jared Mitchell. He won't get it. It's over his head. One hopping off the wall. On his way to third, Cleary Jr. Kevin Baez waving him around. The throw goes in at third base, missing the cutoff man. And Cleary Jr. is going to score. It's an RBI double to right field for Lou Ford. And it's now a 4-2 ball game. That was poor defense from the York Revolution. The throw from Mitchell hit the cutoff man. They might have had a chance at Cleary Jr. at home plate. But Mitchell's throw went way over the head of the second baseman Casilla and rolled towards third base. And at that point, no chance to get Cleary Jr. So Lou Ford with a double. His second double of the day after he picked up 1 in game 1. And his second RBI of the day after picking up 1 in game 1. So Ford now with 28 runs batted in and 15 doubles on the year, and that brings Paul Fletcher, the pitching coach for the Revolution, out of the dugout to try and settle down his right-hander. And now it is the Ducks inflicting some 2-out pain on the Revolution. York scored 4 2-out runs on a pair of home runs in the top of the second inning. Now the Ducks with an RBI single by Delta Cleary Jr. and an RBI double by Lou Ford with 2 outs here in the third. Have cut the deficit in half, now down to 2. And here is Mark Krause, who can tie this ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. So here is Krause, who had an RBI double in game 1 of the doubleheader, along with a pair of walks. 1 for 2 at the plate. First pitch from Gauze, and Krause takes the breaking ball off the outside corner for ball 1. Defense playing for the most part straight away, except for the corners. Burgess close to the line at first, and the third baseman Simpson well off the bag. 1-0. Krause a swing and a miss. It looked like a splitter there from Gauze. Started out looking like it was going to come right over the plate, and then the bottom just dropped out of it, that you typically see from a splitter. Krause popped out to right his first time up, leading off the second inning. 1-1 from Gauze. Here's the pitch. Krause takes a fastball. That's over the outside corner for strike 2. Good pitch from Gauze. Kept it away from Krause, but hit the corner of the plate. And now Gauze is strike 3 from getting out of further trouble in this third inning. Lively crowd here tonight at Bethpage Ballpark, trying to will the Ducks to a sweep of this doubleheader. Kick and a throw. Krause a swing and a miss, strike 3. Gauze looked like he was going to fire back towards second and ended up blowing the fastball by Krause for the final out of the inning. So 2 strikeouts in the frame for Gauze, but he gives up his first 2 hits and first 2 runs of the night. 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and 1 left. No errors in the inning. We have played 3 here in game 2 of this doubleheader. It is now the Revolution 4 and the Long Island Ducks 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time. He reaches up, it's gone! Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
To the 4th inning we go as the Long Island Ducks are trailing the York Revolution, but they have cut the deficit to 2 from 4. It is now a 4-2 ball game. All 6 runs between the 2 teams scoring with 2 outs here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. And as we move to inning number 4, it is time for the second 4th inning trivia question of the night, brought to you by the Long Island Ducks as we test your knowledge of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Well, tonight's trivia question revolves around something that the Revolution did in game 1 of tonight's doubleheader. Alonzo Harris in that game hit a solo home run for the York Revolution with 2 out in the 3rd inning that got York on the scoreboard, and it was his 20th home run of the year. So with the 20 home runs and the 22 stolen bases he now has, he is just the 2nd player in York Revolution history to reach the 2020 club. Only 2 players in York Revolution history have had 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in a single season. First pitch fastball misses high to Ryan Dent for ball 1. The question, name the other. And we will give you a hint. He is a former Long Island Duck. Think about it. We'll give you the answer in the bottom half of the inning. 1-0. Dent pops one in the air foul, first base side. This will drift out of play into the seats. And that will even things up at 1-1 on Ryan Dent, who popped out to center his first time up with 1 on and nobody out in the second. Wilson gets the sign and comes set. Here's the 1-1. Fastball is upstairs for ball 2. Wilson staying in for a second inning of relief after striking out the side all looking in the 3rd inning in relief of Dennis O'Grady. Wilson threw 15 pitches in the inning, now up to 18 for the game. 2-1. Another fastball that misses up above the letters. And Dent now ahead in the count at 3-1. Wilson pitching for the first time since last Thursday. Did not appear at all in the series over the weekend against the New Britain Bees. 3-1. Broken bat, flare in a shallow center. Going out Alfonso, he won't get it. It'll land for a base hit. So very similar to Delta Cleary Jr.'s RBI single. Did not hit it all that hard, but got it over the infield and in front of the outfielders. And Ryan Dent has his first hit of the night and the 6th hit of the game for the Revolution. Dent was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a double play ground out in game 1 of the doubleheader. So he is now 1 for 5 on the night between the 2 games. And now Chase Simpson to the plate. Wilson in that game on August the 24th through a scoreless inning. Did not give up any hits or walks. Did not strike out a batter. So the leadoff man is on in the form of Dent, who does not have a ton of speed for the Revolution, so I don't think we'll see him attempting any stolen bases here, but of course we'll see. Could surprise us as always. First pitch, and Simpson takes a fastball from Wilson up high for ball 1. Dent this year has 5 steals in 8 attempts. Burgess already caught 1 base runner attempting to steal in this game. That was Mitchell in the second. Wilson's 1-0. Simpson a swing and a miss. Another fastball up and in. And Simpson cut through it to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Good news on the out-of-town scoreboard for the Ducks, which we'll go through a little bit more in depth later on. But for the 2nd straight game, Southern Maryland a 4-1 win over Bridgeport. They sweep the Bluefish in a doubleheader tonight down in Waldorf. Hine outside for a ball, and the count goes to 2-1. So at worst, even if the Ducks lose this game, they will now be 8 games ahead of the Bridgeport Bluefish in the Liberty Division standings with 18 games to go for Long Island. That fastball misses high and outside. That's 3-1. Excuse me, 8 games with 17 to go for both Bridgeport and Long Island. So 3-1 here on Simpson. 2nd straight batter that Wilson has gotten to 3-1 against, and he doesn't want to walk Simpson. It would be the 2nd time Simpson walks in this game. Walked with 2 outs in the 2nd, and it came back to bite the Ducks. Wilson comes set. And the 3-1. Simpson takes a breaking ball that just caught the outside corner for a strike. Simpson thought he had ball 4, but Wilson just got it in for the strike, and it's 3-2. 3-2 count and nobody out. Let's see if Dent takes off at all from first base. Gotay playing off the bag at 3rd with the lefty hitter at the plate. Middle infielders are at double play depth. Reyes a bit closer to the bag at 2nd than the 2nd baseman Alfonso. Payoff pitch. There goes the runner, the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to 2nd base is not in time. Karam's out towards shortstop, but nothing else doing there. So a strikeout of Simpson, first out of the inning. 4th strikeout for Wilson, but a stolen base for Ryan Dent as he picks up his 6th steal of the year. And the Revolution get a runner in a scoring position with 1 away. So no surprise to see Dent going on a 3-2 pitch, trying to get in the scoring position. Wilson got the strikeout he needed, but Dent just got too good of a jump and was able to steal it pretty easily. So runner at 2nd, 1 out, and here is Travis Witherspoon, who took Dennis O'Grady deep with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Wilson gets the sign from Bergen, comes set. Here is the first pitch to Witherspoon, and the fastball misses high and in tight. Witherspoon had to back out of the way of it quickly, 1-0. Witherspoon's home run was his 7th of the year. He did not play in Game 1, but did play here on Monday night. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of walks, hitting in the 9th spot of the order. Wilson's 1-0. Witherspoon takes a fastball that misses low and outside. The Ducks right-hander now behind it, 2 balls and no strikes. Kevin Baez says he does have a full bullpen for the doubleheader today. He's already used Rogers and Diaz, pitching an inning each in Game 1. Wilson kicks and fires home. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. So that leaves the lefties Kreider and Jose Velez, the newcomer, out of the bullpen, as well as Matt Marsh, Zach Treese, as the 4 that have yet to pitch in the doubleheader today. Rogers and Diaz through in Game 1. That doesn't mean they're not available in Game 2, but we'll see. And obviously O'Grady making the start. Wilson now pitching. 2-1. Driving the air to right. That's hit pretty well. Back goes Jordan Hinshaw. Reaches up at the wall, and he could not make the catch. It went off his glove, and it goes off the wall. Around third is Den. Here's the relay throw to the plate. Not in time. Sliding in safely there is Dent. Hinshaw made a great attempt to go back on it, but could not come up with it. It is going to be an RBI double for Travis Witherspoon, and it is now a 5-2 ball game.
It's back to the top of the order for the York Revolution. With left fielder number 2, Alonzo Harris.
Hinshaw went a long way back on that, tried to reach up at the wall and just could not come up with it. As he tried to turn around and make that catch, had a long way to go and just did not come up with it. So, for Witherspoon, his 2nd hit and 3rd RBI of the game. Now the Revolution lead is back up to 3 at 5-2. Not the response you want after scoring 2 runs. First pitch here to Alonzo Harris. He takes a breaking ball low and outside for ball 1. Trying to look on the replay to see what happened, and it looked like Hinshaw just kind of misjudged it. Went back, looked like he was going to make the catch, then got twisted around, and when he reached up, just could not come up with it. 1-0. Breaking ball is on the outside corner for a strike, and that will even things up at 1-1. Probably a ball Hinshaw will tell you he should have caught. Again, not a tough play on the deep drive off the bat of Witherspoon. 1-1. Breaking ball. Harris takes low and outside. And Wilson's been having trouble getting ahead in counts here. That is now the 4th straight batter he's fallen behind 2-1 against here in this inning. Witherspoon leads off at second with 1 away. 2-1. Fastball. That misses the outside corner. A good eye from Harris, and it's 3-1. So York with 7 hits in the ball game. They have pushed their lead back up to 3. And if they can get Witherspoon in from second, it would erase the 2 runs the Ducks just scored in the bottom of the 3rd. Harris, a high swing and a miss. Try to uppercut it out of the ballpark to left field and swung right through it. So the count full at 3-2. Crowd, which came alive at the bottom of the 3rd, has been quieted here as York has plated a run on 2 hits in the 4th. Still only 1 out in the inning. 3-2 pitch. Fastball misses way outside for ball 4. That's the 3rd batter Tyler Wilson has allowed aboard here in the 4th inning. And that is the 3rd walk given up by the Ducks pitching staff. And with that, out of the dugout comes Kevin Baez. Let's see if he goes back to his bullpen. Wilson dominated in the 3rd, striking out the side, all 3 looking, but has given up 2 hits and a walk here in the 4th. And Baez will have a chat here to try and settle down the right-hander Wilson. Try and get him to get the last 2 outs of this inning. A very quick talk from Kevin Baez, and that was it. that conversation is over, and up to the plate is going to step the very dangerous Alexi Casilla, who has done some serious damage today. Had 3 hits in Game 1, coming within a triple of the cycle, and has already 1 hit here in Game 2, a 2-run home run. 2 balls that have snuck over the wall, 1 in left, 1 in right tonight. And here Wilson looking for the ground ball to try and turn 2. First pitch from Wilson. Casilla takes a fastball. That is at the knees for a strike. And the count 0-1. Casilla popped to right his first time up in the opening inning, and then again hit a liner that just snuck over the wall and right over the head of Hinshaw in the second. Turning to throw back to second, or at least a fake throw, as Reyes crept in behind the runner. That's Witherspoon, who has good speed. Harris, the runner at first, also with good speed. Wilson gets the sign from Berg. Here comes an 0-1. Kicking the pitch. Casilla swinging a tapper up the first baseline, foul. Kind of a late swing and just smacked it right into the ground. So the count quickly, 0-2 on Casilla. Obviously, Wilson would love the ground ball, but he'll certainly take 1 out for the second out. And then you have the righty swinging Isaiah Tejeda waiting in the on-deck circle. From a big leaguer, Alexi Casilla at the plate. First season with the Revolution, 9 seasons in the major leagues. Ground ball to first. Sanko to his right field, throws to short 1, back to first. Wilson's foot came off the bag. Could not get his foot down on the bag as Casilla beat it out. So it'll just go down as a fielder's choice. 3-6 on the putout. Nice play by Sanko going to his right to get it and get the lead out. But the relay throw not in time as Casilla's speed 1 out. So fielder's choice, 3-6 is how it is scored. Harris is out at second base. Advancing on to third goes Witherspoon. And with 2 away, that'll bring up the catcher and 3-hitter, Isaiah Tejeda. Wilson trying to keep the damage here in the inning at just 1 run, but Casilla's hustle able to keep the inning alive for York. So here is Tejeda from the right side. First pitch from Wilson in the righty-righty matchup is a fastball that misses high and in tight. And the count goes to 1-0. Tejeda singled to center in the first inning and then struck out swinging against O'Grady, the final batter that O'Grady faced tonight. 1-0. Fouled straight back to the screen. A breaking ball there over the middle of the plate. And Tejeda fouled it off. Spoiled back behind the plate. Evens the count up at 1-1. Michael Pollock here with you at Bethpage Ballpark, top of the 4th inning. Tejeda, the 6th man to bat in the inning. York has played it a run thus far. They have had 2 hits and a walk in the inning. And Wilson trying to limit the damage to just that. The lone run scoring thus far on a double to right by Travis Witherspoon that looked like Hinshaw was going to make the catch and ultimately just eluded him as he ranged back in right field. 1-1. Tejeda takes a breaking ball low. Good pitch from Wilson trying to get him to chase. He would not, though. And now Wilson behind in the count at 2-1. Witherspoon with good speed leads from third. Casilla with pretty good speed leads from first. 2-1 pitch. Tejeda takes a fastball at the knees for strike 2. Another good pitch from Wilson right at the bottom of the strike zone. Tejeda took the pitch and Wilson got the strike call. So now he's a strike 3 away from getting out of further trouble. Right-hander comes set. And the 2-2. Breaking ball pumped up in the air to shallow left. Reyes, the shortstop, goes out. He'll make the call. And Reyes will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So Wilson surrenders a run, but is able to get 2 big outs on Casilla and Tejeda to avoid any further trouble. In the inning, the Revolution pick up a run on 2 hits and a walk. No errors. They leave a pair on the bases. And after 3.5 innings of play, it is now York 5 and Long Island 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks trailing the York Revolution by the count of 5-2. It is time for the answer to tonight's fourth inning trivia, where we tested your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We gave you the question earlier on in tonight's second game of the doubleheader. In Game 1, Alonzo Harris hit a solo home run over the left field wall for his 20th home run of the year, making him just the second member of the York Revolution to join the 2020 club. That's 20 home runs, 20 stolen bases in a single season. We wanted to know who the only other Revolution player was to do it, and we gave you the hint that he is a former Long Island Duck. So, thinking back on players who have played for both the Ducks and the Revolution, who the answer could be, we will give it to you after the first pitch here from Jay Gauze to Angelo Sanko, which is swung on and missed for strike one. The answer, Matt Esquivel, the outfielder who played with the Revolution in 2008 and 2009 and had a great year in 2009 outside of his batting average. Everything else, though, the numbers were solid for him. Hit .259 that year. The 0-1, foul ball back behind the plate by Sanko, who popped to right his first time up, 0-2. In 126 games in 2009, Esquivel hit 21 home runs and had 21 stolen bases in 22 attempts. So that made him the first to join the 2020 club in Revolution history, and Alonzo Harris the second to do so. 0-2, ground ball hit weakly up the first base line. Michael Burgess will field it, and he'll take it to the bag himself. One first baseman retires the other. And there was the first out here in the fourth inning. We mentioned that Esquivel, a former Duck, he would go on to play for the Ducks in 2010 and 2011, as well as a little bit of 2012. 2010, Esquivel played in 127 games for the Ducks at .281 with 17 homers and 78 runs batted in. The following year, played in 92 games for Long Island. And we'll get you the numbers that season. After the first pitch to Ruben Gotay, which is taken on the outside corner for strike one. Esquivel that year hit .328, 15 homers, 69 runs batted in, and also was the champion of the Home Run Derby at the All-Star Game for the Atlantic League that year, which was held at York's, at the time, Sovereign Bank Stadium. Breaking ball misses low. That'll even the count at 1-1 on Gotay. And in 2012, after starting the year in Mexico, Esquivel came back to Long Island and played in 64 games for the Ducks. 1-1, ripped foul, first base side. And in those 64 games, Esquivel hit .269. He had 4 homers, 29 runs batted in, and got the chance to lift the Atlantic League Championship trophy for the first time on this field when the Ducks defeated the Lancaster Barnstormers in a 5-game thriller. Their first, and to this point, only championship won here at Bethpage Ballpark. The other 2 on the road. 1-2. Gotay takes this curveball downstairs and inside from Gauze. That'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Esquivel retired after winning that championship. Not a bad way to go out. And continues to live now down in his home state of Texas. 2-2 is fouled over the screen behind the plate. Smacks off the facing of the suite level off of one of the advertising boards. Gotay drew a walk his first back in the the second inning. The first man to reach against Gauze tonight. Made it to second, but was stranded there when Reyes popped out. 2-2. Line drive to the right side. Diving catch made at second by Alexi Casilla. Nice grab made by Casilla. Pretty much a full extension dive to his left in the hole on the right side, and he robs Gotay of the hit for the second out of the fourth inning.
Reyes, number 13.
Gauze, by the way, is the second Revolution starter of the day. In game one was Logan Williamson, and neither of the two were pitching in professional baseball last year. Williamson, last season, decided to take a year off from baseball and was instead working elsewhere. First pitch misses low for ball one. He was working in sales for a manufacturing company and then also coaching baseball. Meanwhile, Jay Gauze, who deals 1-0 here, and it's inside for ball two to Reyes, worked over the last 2 years at nuclear energy plants. So the last 2 seasons was not pitching his only year in professional baseball, 2014, when he pitched with Tri-City in the Astros organization and struggled in 9 games, 3 of which were starts. 2-0, swinging and a miss, good slider over the outside part of the plate, and Reyes cut through it. The count 2-1, despite having very limited professional experience, Gauze has looked very good for the York Revolution, 8-2 with a 3.25 ERA coming in, and thus far tonight has given up 2 runs on 2 hits over what will now be potentially 4 innings. Catcher backing up on it, making the catch, Isaiah Tejeda in fair territory. Reyes pops out, and the side retired in the fourth. So Long Island goes in order for the second time against Gauze. We'll move this game to the fifth, 5-2 in favor of the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Michael Pollock with you here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. We go to the fifth inning here in Game 2 of the single admission doubleheader. I misspoke when I said it was the Ducks leading 5-2 at the end of the fourth. It is the Revolution in front 5-2. 4 runs in the second, 1 in the fourth for York. The Ducks getting both of their runs in the third. Again, if you're just joining us, Game 2 of a single admission doubleheader, 2 7-inning games. We had a break of about 30 minutes in between the 2 games. After yesterday, we saw the 2 teams get postponed due to inclement weather. So a doubleheader necessary today, the 12th doubleheader of the season for the Ducks. And the first pitch here from the new pitcher, Zach Treese, misses inside for ball 1 to Telvin Nash, the cleanup hitter in DH, leading things off in the 5th inning. Nash drew a walk in the first inning with 2 out and then struck out looking to begin the third on a pitch he vehemently disagreed with as being a strike. Here he drives one high and deep to left, but this will hook way foul. And so that will even up the count at a ball and a strike. Treese takes over for Tyler Wilson, who pitched 2 innings tonight, gave up 2 hits and 1 hard luck run. That might not have scored if Jordan Hinshaw was able to come up with the ball off the bat of Travis Witherspoon in right, but had trouble getting there, and ultimately the ball hit off the glove and landed on the grass. There's a strike. And the count 1-2 on Ash. Good slider from Treese. Wilson walked 1, struck out 4, including the side and the third all looking, through 44 pitches, 24 for strikes. And so Treese, the third reliever of this game for Long Island. The 1-2. Nash, a half swing on a slider. He went around for strike 3. Home plate umpire Tim Rosso making the call. First strikeout for Treese, the 6th for Ducks pitching, and 1 away here in the 5th. Well, let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores, get you caught up around the Atlantic League. Ducks have been getting help throughout the course of the night thus far, and then helped out their own cause with the 5-4 waddle-off win in Game 1. Southern Maryland win both of their games at home over the Bridgeport Bluefish in a single-admission doubleheader today. 4-1 the score in both of them. So Bridgeport losing both, which means no matter what happens in this, the Ducks will at least have gained 1 game on Bridgeport today and will still be 8 games clear of the Bluefish with 17 games remaining. First pitch to Michael Burgess, foul tipped into the glove of Alex Berg for strike 1. In Game 1, Gabby Hernandez got the win to improve to 11-3. The loser, Charles Brewer, dropped to 8-6, and Cody Epley picked up his 29th save of the year. Corey Vaughn hit his 12th home run in the win for Southern Maryland, and Gustavo Molina hit his 4th. For Bridgeport. Burgess, a ground ball to the right side here, right along the line, but it will go foul. And now 0-2 on Burgess. Game 2 of the Twin Bill, the same score, 4-1. The winning pitcher in that was Brian Grenning, who improved to 8-6 on the year. The losing pitcher was Ross Seaton, who fell to 1-3, and Zach Thornton picked up his first save of the season for Southern Maryland. LJ Hose went deep for his 3rd home run of the year in the victory for the Blue Crabs, as they sweep the Twin Bill from the Bluefish. 0-2, and Burgess takes a slider just off the outside corner. Meanwhile, in Bridgewater, New Jersey, also a single-admission doubleheader today between the Barnstormers and the Patriots, who were rained out yesterday. And in 10 innings, in what was supposed to be a 7-inning game, the Barnstormers outlast the Patriots 7-6. Swing and a miss by Burgess as he cuts through the slider downstairs. Back-to-back strikeouts for Treese. Second time Burgess has struck out in the game. And there are 2 away. Winning pitcher in Game 1 of the doubleheader was Daniel Moscas, who improves to 6-2. He was the 6th pitcher of the night for the Barnstormers. The 5th pitcher for Somerset, Dustin Antolin, took the loss. He fell to 1-2. There was no save in the ball game. In the home run department, Olmo Rosario hit his 6th of the year, and Mark Menikazi his 5th of the year, both for Somerset, but in a losing effort. As 5 different Barnstormer batters picked up RBIs in the 7-6 win. Jared Mitchell takes a breaking ball just outside for ball 1. Game 2 going on right now, and in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Barnstormers have a 2-0 lead over Somerset. So again, more good news for the Ducks. Brad Bergeson starting tonight for Lancaster, and A.J. Octor, a reliever, getting the start for Somerset. 1-0. Ground ball past the mound, and into right center, a base hit for Mitchell. Hinshaw over there quickly to field. Mitchell a big turn, but he's going to hold on. And Jared Mitchell has his 2nd hit of the night. Picked up a single in his first at-bat in the 2nd before striking out looking in the 3rd. So a 2-out single for the Revolution. Surprise, surprise. They've been doing that throughout the course of the day. And Mitchell is on. That'll bring up Ryan Dent to the plate. Barnstormers have gotten RBIs from Garrett Weber and Cole Garner in Game 2. And with their win in Game 1 and York's loss, Barnstormers now have a 1-game lead over the Revolution for first place in the Freedom Division standings here in the 2nd half of the season. So here's Ryan Dent from the right side of the plate, who has popped out to center and singled to center in his 2 at-bats tonight in this game. First pitch is a strikeout with the knees over the outside corner, 0-1. Sugarland Skeeters this morning shut out the New Britain Bees 5-0 up in New Britain, Connecticut in that relocated series. They, I believe, are making their way back to Texas tonight. So best of luck to them as they make their way back to Texas, which has been devastated from Hurricane Harvey. A breaking ball misses low. Now the count even up at 1-1. Skeeters are supposed to welcome in the Blue Crabs this weekend for a 4-game Labor Day weekend series that is, as of right now, still on as scheduled. 1-1 coming up. Turn and a throw over to first from Treese, chasing Mitchell back, who has been caught stealing once tonight. Winning pitcher in that game earlier today, Jake Hale, a complete game shutout. He improves to 10-5. Nick Greenwood, the loser, fell to 3-5. Joe Benson hit his 8th home run and Albert Cordero his 4th in the victory for Sugarland. Runner bluffs and Dent swings and misses at a slider for strike 2. Tough day for the Yankees, who were swept by the Indians 2-1 and 9-4 in both ends of their doubleheader, a single admission twin bill. Trevor Bauer won game 1. He improved to 14-8. Jaime Garcia, the loser, fell to 1-2. Cody Allen picked up his 22nd save. Here comes a 1-2 from Treese to Dent. Slider is on the inside corner, strike 3 call. Treese strikes out Dent looking. Zach Treese strikes out the side here in the 5th inning, and it's the second time tonight the Ducks pitching has struck out the side. 8 strikeouts for the Ducks pitching staff thus far through 5 innings. No runs a hit, and 1 left for the Revolution. After 4.5 innings of play, 5-2 York in front.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Jay Gauze back to the mound for his 5th inning of work tonight, and his Revolution lead the Ducks 5-2 in the second game of this doubleheader. Finishing up on the out-of-town scores, again, 9-4 Indians win game 2 of the doubleheader today to sweep the 2 games of the twin bill. Winning pitcher Ryan Merritt improved to 2-0. Jordan Montgomery, the loser, fell to 7-7, no save. Greg Bird hit his 2nd home run of the season for the Yankees, and for the Indians, Edwin Encarnacion went deep, his 31st of the year. Ryan Gomes went deep for his 10th, and Francisco Lindor his 25th. First pitch here to Alex Berg, popped up. First pitch swinging, he pops it up to the right side of the infield. The first baseman Michael Burgess making the call and making the catch. So on one pitch, Alex Berg retired after walking his first time up, and there's the first out here in inning number 5. So Berg is retired, and that will bring Giovanni Alfonso to the plate. Mets pick up a shutout victory in Cincinnati tonight, 2-0 over the Reds. Rafael Montero, who threw 8 1/3 scoreless innings tonight, striking out 8, gets the win to improve to 3-9. Homer Bailey, the loser, fell to 4-7, and A.J. Ramos, his 26th save of the year. Wilmer Flores picked up a run batted in, as did Kevin Plawecki, to give the Mets all they needed to get the victory. First pitch here is a fastball strike to Alfonso, who grounded out weakly to the third base side of the mound. A terrific play made by pitcher Jay Gauze for the out. Taps one weakly foul here at home plate, and quickly behind 0-2. U.S. Open action today at the Billie Jean King Tennis Center in Flushing. Joe Wilfried Tsonga currently taking on Denis Shapovalov, as Alfonso fouls one back. Lost the first set 6-4 and even at 2 in the second set. Marin Cilic won in straight sets earlier today, the 5th seed on the men's side. Juan Martin Del Potro also won in straight sets on the men's side. (0-2) on the way to Alfonso again, and he takes a fastball up high. So the count will go to 1-2. Maria Sharapova winning in 3 sets today over Timea Babos earlier in the day. Venus Williams in action right now, and she took the first set 7-5 and then just took the second set 6-4, so she wins in straight sets over Oceane Dodin. A swing and a miss though by Alfonso here for strike 3. So Giovanni Alfonso goes down swinging.
Right fielder, number 28, Jordan Hinshaw, number 28.
For Jay Gauze, he picks up his third strikeout of the night. He has now retired 6 straight Ducks batters since the RBI doubled by Lou Ford that closed the gap to 4-2. With 2 away, here is Jordan Hinshaw from the right side. First pitch, breaking ball, drops over the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Here, the Revolution have the lead over the Ducks, 5-2. The Ducks with just 2 hits thus far against Jay Gauze, who is bidding for his first win in quite a bit, and has not won a game since August the 9th against Somerset. There's a ball that misses low. And now we're leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hinshaw 0 for 2 in this game thus far. A fly out to left and a strikeout swinging. 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and in, and it's 2-1. Had a great first game, going 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. But a tough one here with the 0 for 2 and then the missed catch in right field. On a tough ball hit, knocked to the wall last inning. 2-1. There's a strike. That'll leave it at the count at 2-2. Gauze looking to retire the side in order for the 2nd straight inning and the 3rd time tonight. Right-hander has been in control for the most part outside of the 2-out hiccup in the 3rd. Getting the sign coming set. Here is the 2-ball, 2-strike delivery. Swinging a foul ball, first base side, well out of play. Goes up and over everything. We'll do it again at 2-2. Obviously an important game here for the Revolution, as they have now fallen a game back of Lancaster in the Freedom Division, and they want to stay at least within the 1 game, if not pull even if Lancaster drops game 2 of their doubleheader. A foul ball here on a check swing by Hinshaw. And a chance for the Ducks to continue to pick up ground. Again, they picked up a game on everybody already today. And if they can hang on, if they can come from behind and win this game, they will now be 9 up on Bridgeport. They would be 10 and potentially at the end of the night 9.5 up on Somerset. But here Hinshaw swings and misses for strike 3. Another pair of strikeouts for Jay Gauze here in the 5th. And he's now got 4 Ks in the game and has retired 7 in a row. So the Ducks go in order in the 5th. We'll take this game to the 6th here at Bethpage Ballpark, 5-2 in favor of the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Zach Treese is going to stay in the ballgame as we move to the 6th inning. And a reminder, Ducks fans, to follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks hit 1 home run in Game 1 of the doubleheader, and it was the waddle-off winner by Elmer Reyes in the bottom of the 7th inning. And for Reyes, it was his 5th home run of the year. For the Ducks, they're 98th, which means they are now 2 home runs shy of meeting the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. No home runs for the Ducks tonight, just 2 runs on 2 hits. Revs, meanwhile, with 5 runs on 8 hits thus far. Trying to complete a split of this doubleheader. First pitch fastball misses low and away for ball 1 to Chase Simpson, the 8-hitter and third baseman, who has walked, scored, and struck out in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Here comes the 1-0. Treese kicks and fires, and this popped up a mile high in the air to the left side of the infield. Gotay along the line, moves back down to his left, and he dropped the baseball. Ruben Gotay drops the baseball at third base on the pop-up by Chase Simpson. It'll be an error on Ruben Gotay, and the leadoff man is on for York. Well, I believe it was during the most recent homestand for the Ducks against the Sugarland Skeeters. I will have to go back and look. That Ruben Gotay was playing first base for Long Island and dropped a pop-up at first that allowed the Skeeters to tie the ball game. I'll have to go back and find out exactly which game that was. Slider here is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. It was the game on August the 22nd, that Tuesday night game. The Ducks had a 2-1 lead in the 8th inning. And Travis Scott popped the ball up to the right side of the infield with 2 outs in the inning. Gotay dropped the pop-up, allowing Rodriguez to score and tie the game. The Ducks were fortunate to come back and win in 11 innings, 3-2. As the breaking ball here misses low to even the count at 1-1. So ultimately, it didn't come back to bite him too much, aside from just having to go deeper into the game. But a very tough break, as it looked like the Ducks had gotten out of the jam. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. And here, Simpson reaches for the second time in this game with the help of a drop pop from Gotay. 1-1, and the fastball misses low and away for ball 2. I have to go back and look at it, but it looked like Gotay trying to catch it with one hand, and you're always taught in Little League, catch the ball with 2 hands. I'm not sure if it would have changed anything on that one, but Gotay seemed to have a little trouble with it. There really isn't much of a win to speak of tonight. Just did not come up with it. 2-1. That fastball misses low from Treese, and now behind at 3-1 and in danger of putting Witherspoon on. It'll be the 3rd time Witherspoon has reached. He had a 2-run home run over the left field wall in the 2nd, and then an RBI double to right off the glove of Jordan Hinshaw in the 4th. 3-1. Runner does not go. Witherspoon is swinging a miss. Cuts through the breaking ball downstairs, and the count full at 3-2 now. Now with the 3-2 count, to release the runner at first, Simpson. Simpson has not stolen a base yet this year coming into the day. Payoff pitch, runner does not go, and Witherspoon is swinging a miss, strike 3. Witherspoon does strike out a bit, so that probably factored into the decision not to send the runner. 4th strikeout for Treese since coming out of the bullpen. 9th strikeout for Ducks pitching in game 2. And there's one away here in the top of the 6th inning.
For the York Revolution with left fielder number 2, Alonso Harris.
Treese, prior to tonight, last pitched in the first game of the series up in New Britain, August the 25th, in which he struck out the side in his 1 inning of relief. The game which the Ducks fell to the Bees. Ducks will welcome in the Bees for a 4-game series here over the weekend, Friday through Monday, a Labor Day weekend wraparound. First pitch fastball at the knees over the outside corner for strike 1. The Bees just dropped 3 of 4 to the Skeeters up in New Britain, Connecticut, and we'll have the day off tomorrow after playing 4 games in 3 days. 0-1. Harris takes a slider that misses inside to even the count at 1-1. Harris has singled, walked, and popped to center in his 3 at-bats. Fly out in the first, a single and the run in the 2nd, and a walk in the 4th. 1-1. Slider, a half swing, he went around. And that is strike 2. I'd have to go back and look here, so let me try and do that real quick. But I believe Harris has homered in 3 straight games that he has played against the Ducks. And indeed, I am correct. He had a 3-run home run August the 1st. He had a 3-run home run August the 2nd. And had a solo home run in game 1 tonight. The count is now even at 2-2 as Harris takes a breaking ball down and away. So the Ducks trying to keep him inside the ballpark here in this game to end a 3-game home run streak against Long Island. 2-2 pitch. Slider popped in the air, foul, first base side out of play. Treese would like the ground ball here, though with Harris's speed will be very tough to double him up, but it would have to be a sharp ground ball right at one of the infielders, preferably one of the middle infielders. Or right at Sanko at first base for him to step on the bag and throw down a second for the reverse force. 2-2. Slider lifted in the air, left center field, hit well. Cleary Jr. racing over into the gap. On the run, he'll make the catch. Nice running grab by Cleary Jr. Got to race over quickly as that ball looked like it was almost going to split Cleary Jr. and Ford in half. But Cleary Jr. makes the running catch for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman number 4.
Still at first is Chase Simpson. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to the second baseman, Alexi Casilla. 5-2 in favor of the York Revolution as we play top of the 6th inning. Again, this is a 7-inning game on the schedule. 2 7-inning games today with a single admission doubleheader. First pitch to Casilla, swinging a fly ball in the air to center. That's hit well. Cleary Jr. going back, still back to the warning track at the wall. He looks up, and you can forget it. Alexi Casilla with his second home run of the game and third of the doubleheader. A 2-run blast over the center field wall. He continues to do damage to the Ducks today. That is home run number 4 on the year, and it's now a 7-2 Revolution lead. And again, it comes with 2 outs. And both of the runs unearned because of the dropped pop-up at third base by Ruben Gotay that began the inning. So should have been the first out of an inning, and what could have been a 1-2-3 inning for Treese ends up not being the case because of the drop pop-up. The runs will not be earned against Treese, but there are still runs that score, and now the Ducks with their largest deficit of the night, it is a 7-2 ball game. And how about Alexi Casilla, who has hit the ball over the wall, just over the fence, to all 3 parts of the ballpark today. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Casilla in game 1 with a line drive over the left field wall for a home run. Here in game 2, a 2-run blast over the right field wall and a 2-run blast over the left field wall. Just incredible. 1-0. This is skied in the air to shallow right. Going out is Alfonso. Coming in is Hinshaw. Hinshaw will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But not before the Revolution tack on 2 unearned runs on the 2-out, 2-run home run to right by Alexi Casilla. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, a big one that allowed the home run to take place. Nobody left on base. And we will head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is York 7 and Long Island 2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolette patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. A 2-out, 2-run home run to center by Alexi Casilla, his second home run of the ball game, his third of this twin bill. Has given the Revolution their largest lead of the day at 5. It's a 7-2 ball game. Both runs unearned because of a drop pop-up by Ruben Gotay that began the inning. And so now we go to the bottom of the 6th. Jay Gauze back out to pitch. Right-hander thus far through 5 innings has thrown 69 pitches and has allowed just 2 runs on 2 hits and a couple of walks. It'll be Delta Cleary Jr., Lou Ford, and Mark Krause, 2 up to the plate for Long Island. Well, no doubt Alexi Casilla, the leading candidate for our player of the game here in Game 2. The Ducks will still have 2 opportunities at the plate to try and rally back if they hope to sweep this doubleheader. First pitch, and Cleary Jr. skies it foul to the third base side out of play, 0-1 the count. Smashed on the ground, foul here, first base side. And now the count quickly, 0-2 on Cleary Jr., who is 1 for 2 in this game. He popped out to center in the first and then looped an RBI single to left in the third inning, his 41st run batted in of the year. Time called here as the ball still on the field down the right field line. Cleary Jr. was 2 for 4 with the inside the park home run and 2 RBIs on Monday night, and was 1 for 3 in game 1 of this doubleheader with a sacrifice bunt. Here is the 0-2 from Gauze, and Cleary Jr. swings, lifts a fly ball in the air, third base side, long run over for Simpson towards the stands. On the warning track, he makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice grab by Simpson. Revolution are certainly making the defensive plays in this game. The Ducks are not. And the Ducks' miscues defensively, only one of which, though, was an error, directly led to 2 Revolution runs scored. Not the difference in the game. Certainly inhibits the Ducks' ability to come back.
Number 20.
First pitch is a breaking ball. That is taken for a strike in the count 0-1. Ford batting in the 3 spot is 1 for 2 in this game. He has grounded to short and hit an RBI double to right center. He has 2 RBI doubles in the twin bill. The 0-1 is a check swing foul ball on a pitch that came up and in. And the count quickly 0-2. Jake Dunning, a season-high 9 strikeouts in game 1, getting the start. Took a no decision, though, as he gave up 4 runs, including 3 homers in 5 innings. All solo homers. 1-1. Slider missed outside. Excuse me, that was a 1-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch. It's now 1-2. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Gauze got him with a breaking ball downstairs. Lou Ford strikes out. 5th K for Gauze. And quickly 2 away. Gauze has now struck out 5 in back-to-back starts. His season high in strikeouts was 11. That was on July 1st against Sugarland in a victory over the Skaters, 7-3.
Mark Krause, number 34.
So 2 away, and that'll bring Mark Krause up to the plate. So up to the plate steps Mark Krause, who is 0 for 2 in this game. A fly out to right and a strikeout swinging. He takes the first pitch way upstairs from Gauze for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Another breaking ball and another pitch up high. Krause quickly gets ahead at 2-0. Krause was 1 for 2 in game 1 with an RBI. Picked up his 27th double of the year. Also drew 2 walks as he continues to draw plenty of walks here for the Ducks this year. 2-0. Fastball misses down and away. And now 3-0 as Krause tries to get on and bring Angelo Sanko to the plate. Gauze looks in for the sign, and now has the pitch he likes. 3-0 on the way to Mark Krause. Takes all the way, misses inside ball 4. And Jay Gauze has walked his 3rd batter of the ball game as Mark Krause draws a 2-out walk.
Brought to you by CityMD Urgent Care. Over 15 locations across Long
Once again, that walk brought to you by CityMD Urgent Care. There are over 15 CityMD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in.
First baseman, number 26, Angelo Sanko, number 26.
Here comes the first pitch from Gauze to Sanko, and he'll swing and pop one up in the air down the left field line. Again, a long run for Simpson, back to the warning track, reaches up near the tarp. Did he make the catch? I don't think he did. Like it landed either in the stands or in the tarp. Now the count 0-1 on Sanko, who is 0 for 2 in the game. He has popped out to right and grounded to first in his 2 at-bats. Struck out swinging as a pinch hitter in the first game of the doubleheader today. Came on a pinch hit for Derek Piles in the 7th, struck out against Gomez, and Elmer Reyes followed with the first pitch home run to end the game. 0-1. Sanko a swing and a miss as he chases a breaking ball way downstairs. And the count quickly, 0-2. So it'll be an 0-2 pitch coming up here. Gauze comes set, kicks and fires, and Sanko takes the fastball that runs outside. And the count 1-2. Sanko started at first base in the opening game of the series on Monday night, was 0 for 4 at the plate. Been scuffling a little bit at the plate of late in terms of his batting average dipping. Still has great power. And the 1-2 ripped into right field. There's a base hit. And a pitch up over the plate and smacked it into right field. A pair of 2-out runners for the Ducks here in the 6th inning. A walk to Krause, a single to Sanko. And now Ruben Gotay will step to the plate for the 3rd time tonight to try and help bring the Ducks a bit closer.
Third base with number 30, Ruben Gotay, number 30.
So now Ruben Gotay to the plate, switch hitter batting from the left side. First pitch on the way, and he'll take a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Gotay drew a walk his first time up with 2 outs in the 2nd inning, and then hit a hard line drive to the right side of the infield where Alexei Casilla made a tremendous diving catch to rob him of a base hit in the 4th. Takes a fastball here upstairs, and Goss now behind at 2-0. Right-hander at 86 pitches to this point, 56 for strikes. Hit by Sanko, the 3rd of the game for Long Island. Ducks trying to rally here with 2 outs and draw closer. They trail 7-2 at this point. New York with 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. 2-0. Gotay swings, lifts a fly ball in the air to left. Tracking to his right is Alonzo Harris. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. So the Ducks threaten in the 6th, but they cannot score. They pick up a walk and a hit, a single with 2 outs in the inning, but they strand both runners on base. No errors in the inning. We'll take this game to the 7th here in Game 2 of this single admission doubleheader. Revs up by 5.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, we move to the 7th inning here in game number 2 of this single admission doubleheader. Ducks won game 1 in waddle-off fashion, 5-4. Revs have led it since the 2nd inning here in game 2. They are out in front right now, 7-2. And we're going to get our first look here at Jose Velez, the left-hander who the Ducks signed and activated today. He will come out of the bullpen and pitch for Long Island. The Ducks now with 2 lefties in the bullpen as Velez joins Patrick Kreider. Now the left-hander will pitch in a game for the first time this year after spending time with Advanced State Jupiter in the Miami Marlins organization last season. Zach Treese, 2 innings in relief. Every Ducks pitcher to this point has pitched 2 innings. Treese was going to throw 2 scoreless innings, if not for the drop pop-up by Ruben Gotay that began the 6th and led to the 2 unearned runs on the 2-out home run from Casilla. So up to the plate steps the leadoff hitter in the inning, Telvin Nash. This is the 3rd time he's leading off an inning In tonight's game, he has struck out the first 2 times that has happened, in the 3rd and the 5th. Once looking, once swinging. And takes the first pitch up high for ball 1 from the lefty. Here is the 1-0. Kicking the pitch on the way. And Velez misses outside with a fastball for ball 2. Treese goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits and a couple of unearned runs. Did not walk a batter and struck out 4. Had some pretty good stuff in there. So good work by Treese out of the bullpen tonight. Just gave up the 2-out home run to Casilla, and the 2-out homers have really killed the Ducks today. Revolution have picked up 4 2-out home runs. 5 2-out home runs today. Oh no, I was right, 4. There's a strike and it's 2-1. They had the 2 in game 1 off the bats of Harris and Casilla in the 3rd. The 2-out 2-run home run by Casilla in the 2nd inning. Actually, excuse me, I was right, 5. Witherspoon and Casilla both hit 2-out home runs in that 2nd inning. 2-1, fouled over the screen back behind the plate, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. And then the 2-out 2-run home run by Casilla in the 6th. So 5 2-out home runs by the Revolution today. They have hit a total of 6 home runs in the 2 games of the doubleheader. After hitting 1 in the entire game on Monday night, that was the 9th inning home run by Telvin Nash. That made it a 1-run ball game. 2-2 pitch coming up. Velez fires and misses high with a fastball on the count now full at 3-2. So trying to get on is Nash to begin the inning. He has walked and struck out twice today. After in game 1 going 1 for 3 with a solo homer to left. That was in the 6th inning. Final batter that Jake Dunning faced. Payoff pitch from Velez, and this is Scott in the air to right. That's hit pretty well. Back goes Hinshaw to the warning track at the wall. He reaches up, and you can forget it. Make it 7 home runs for the York Revolution in the doubleheader, and for Telvin Nash, he has homered in each of the 3 games in this series. For York in this game, their 4th home run, and they now lead it 8-2. Not the start that Velez wanted in a Ducks uniform, as a 3-2 pitch skied high in the air, and somehow, despite not much of a wind tonight, that ball is traveling well. Now that I look, the wind has picked up a little bit going out to right. Well, leadoff solo home run by Telvin Nash here in inning number 7. It is now a 6-run ball game. And here is Michael Burgess batting from the left side, a lefty-lefty matchup here. You got 2 lefties due up in the inning with Burgess and then Mitchell. First pitch fastball runs inside and the count of 1-0. Well, we mentioned Velez pitched last year with Jupiter in the Miami Marlins organization. 14 games out of the bullpen, 2 saves. And he was 0-2 with a 3.79 ERA. Had 22 strikeouts to 13 walks in 19 innings of work. 0-1. A slider misses down and away, and for the 2nd straight hitter, Velez has fallen behind 2-0. I have 2-0 here. The scoreboard, though, shows 1-1. Velez comes set, and he fires to the plate. Burgess a swing and a foul straight back to the screen. He fights one off. Burgess in this game is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded a second. A nice play made by Alfonso in the 1st to record that out. Crowd has been quiet in here at Bethpage Ballpark. Many have made their way out tonight on this long night of baseball. Some are still here, though. And the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Velez is a breaking ball that misses downstairs. Excuse me, I had a 2-1 pitch there, and now I have 3-1, although the scoreboard is showing 2-2 on the count. It seems that they have that right at 3-1. 2-2, excuse me. So it'll be a 2-2 here coming up from Velez to Burgess. Left-hander is set. Delivers to the plate, and Burgess a swing and a pop-up foul back over the screen behind the plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. Quick update, Somerset has come back to tie the Barnstormers at 2 in the 5th inning. They scored single runs in the 3rd and 4th, so now in the 5th it is tied at 2 at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Quick update again, Bridgeport lost both of their games today. New Britain lost their only game of the day. 2-2. Burgess, a line drive in the air to right center field. Cleary Jr. moves over to his left to make the running catch. Burgess retired, and there is the first out of the 7th inning. Les stands on the mound at 6'1", 205 pounds. Tampa, Florida, he currently resides, but originally from New York, born in Queens. 27 years old, about to turn 28 on September the 5th, is Velez. And now the left-hander Jared Mitchell will come to the plate, who has 2 hits in his 3 at-bats tonight after taking over for Dairon Verona as a pinch hitter in the 2nd. First pitch on the way from Velez to Mitchell, and he takes a fastball that just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Again, no update on Verona yet, but we're assuming it had something to do with his hand, as he got hit in the hand by a pitch from Rob Rogers in the 6th inning in Game 1. Was in considerable pain, stayed in the ball game. Was in the lineup for Game 2, but after starting, came out after the 1st inning. There's a fastball strike, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. The Revolution in the bottom half of this inning will try and hang on to earn a split of this single admission doubleheader and set up the final game of the series tomorrow, where they could salvage a split of this series. Ducks will have their ace John Brownell on the mound, and the Revolution will counter with righty Victor Mateo. A good matchup in tomorrow's series finale. 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses down and away. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Les was actually not drafted after attending Alma College. He actually went to Evansville in the Frontier League to begin his pro career in 2013 and 2014. Pitched 2 seasons with them. We'll give you the numbers. 2-1. Mitchell takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. In 34 games with Evansville, 7 of which were starts, he was 2-6, but had a minuscule 2.32 ERA. 3 complete games and 1 save, and struck out 90 batters in 66 innings. Did walk 39, a little bit than he would like, but those 90 strikeouts in 66 innings, certainly impressive stuff for him out of his career, and it caught the eye of a major league team. 2-2 is skied in the air foul off to the third base side out of play. In 2015, or after the 2014 season, got signed by the Minnesota Twins organization and pitched with Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League and Fort Myers in the Florida State League, 2 single-A teams. Fort Myers, a Advanced A affiliate. And then ended up going to the Miami Marlins and pitched for single-A Greensboro there. And then, as we mentioned, was with Jupiter last year. 2-2. Half swing by Mitchell. They'll appeal to third, and Matt Hensel says he went around for strike 3. So there is the first strikeout of the ball game for Jose Velez, his first strikeout as a Duck, and the 10th strikeout for Ducks pitching in this ball game. Ducks pitching staff had 13 strikeouts in Game 1, and now with 10 here in Game 2. 2 away in the inning, and that is going to leave it up to the shortstop, Ryan Dent. So here is Dent from the right side, who is 1 for 3 in this game with a single and a run scored. Velez's first pitch, and Dent a swing and a miss through a fastball for strike 1. Singled, stole second, and scored back in the 4th inning when he came home on the RBI double by Travis Witherspoon in right that ticked off the glove of Jordan Hinshaw going back. Prior to that, a fly out to center. Since then, a strikeout looking to end the 5th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, another good fastball from Velez. Good velocity on it over the inside corner. So now Velez ahead at 0-2 and trying to retire 3 straight after the solo homer by Nash to begin the inning. Here comes the 0-2. Kicking the pitch on the way, and Dent takes the fastball high and outside. Try to get Dent to chase, but he would not. And so it is now a 1-ball, 2-strike count. in the bottom half of the 7th inning, where the Ducks will need at least 6 to tie it. They'll have the bottom of the order due up. Reyes, Bergen, Alfonso, 3 righties. We'll see if Gauss comes back out to try and go for the complete game. Tom called here. Velez gets the sign from Bergen. Now he's set. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball this time. It misses the outside corner. So that has the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game 1 of the doubleheader today, 2-hour, 26-minute affair. This one has now crossed 2 hours and 18 minutes. A long 2 games here on Long Island. 2-2. Skied in the air deep down the right field line. Heading back into the quarter goes Jordan Hinshaw at the wall. He looks up, and it's a fair ball off the wall. Dent is only going to make it to first base. He was not running out of the box. Poor job there by Ryan Dent, who should have at least been on second. And another instance in which Jordan Hinshaw has trouble with a fly ball in right. It ends up hitting off the wall for a long single for Ryan Dent. And that ball nearly got out. The wind is now blowing to right, so that helped carry the ball. And Hinshaw just overran it going into the corner, and then that ball blew back fair, hit right off the 325-foot sign down the right field line. But Ryan Dent not running out of the box and only manages a single. So another 2-out base runner for the York Revolution in this game. First pitch is outside for ball 1. That is the 9th 2-out base runner for the Revolution in this one. And again, they have hit a total of 5 2-out home runs between the 2 games of the doubleheader today. 7 home runs total. Just something the Revolution do well is that they hit the ball out of the ballpark. 1-0, swing and a miss. And the count even up at 1-1. The only home run ball that I thought was really well hit was Harris's home run in game 1. The others, for the most part, have been sneaking over the wall. Casillas' home run in the 6th inning was smoked to center and hit very deep off of Zach Treese, but that one too just got over the wall. That was hit very well. They've all been hit hard for the most part, but a lot of them have been liners that just sneak over the wall, or that towering fly ball from Nash that just got over the wall. Swing and a miss for strike 2 here on Simpson, who has walked and reached on an error and has scored both times he's been on in this game. They get the ball over the fence, that's what matters. And it certainly has helped them in this game, in which they have 4 home runs and have an 8-2 lead. The 1-2 from Velez. Kicks and comes home. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Velez blows the fastball by him over the inside corner. So Velez strikes out 2 in his first inning as a Duck, but surrenders 1 run on 2 hits. The leadoff solo home run by Telvin Nash doing the damage. 4th home run of this game and 7th of the day for the Revolution. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Ducks will need at least 6. They trail 8-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, we move to the bottom half of the 7th inning here in Game 2 of this single admission doubleheader. The Ducks again took Game 1 behind the waddle-off solo home run from Elmer Reyes in the bottom of the 7th off of former Duck Ricardo Gomez. And tonight the Revolution in Game 2 have gone behind the great start from Jay Gauze, who is in line for his 9th win of the year. And this only his 13th start and 16th appearance of the year. He goes 6 strong innings of 2-run ball. We'll get you his final line momentarily, but he is out of the game. Revolution have brought in a right-hander out of the bullpen to try and record the final 3 outs. Obviously not a save situation. And so he will enter this game, and Elmer Reyes will come to the plate to begin things. Didn't get a chance to see or hear the announcement of who it was. It is a tall right-hander, and we'll get you who it is momentarily. Here is Reyes, who has gone over 2 with a pair of pop-outs after hitting the game-winning home run in Game 1. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. It is the closer, Brad Allen. Obviously not a save situation, but Allen coming in here to try and get the final 3 outs. 0-1, and Reyes smokes one in the air to left. Backing up on it is Harris. He watches it go over his head and off the wall. Reyes will have to stop at first with a long single. That ball was hit so hard. But Reyes in the bottom of the 7th for the 2nd straight game has picked up a base hit. A home run in Game 1 and now a leadoff single in the 7th. And how do you start a rally that you need at least 6 runs? You get the first guy on base, and that's what the Ducks do here in inning number 7. So Reyes is on with his first hit in this game. He has now had a total of 3 hits among 2 games of the doubleheader. Now Alex Berg to the plate from the right side. First pitch from Allen is a fastball at the knees over the outside corner for strike 1. Gauze goes 6 innings tonight, gives up 3 hits and 2 runs, both of which were earned. Walked 3, struck out 5 through 87 pitches, 57 of which were strikes. 0-1 is a fastball cut on and missed for strike 2. The only damage he gave up was in the 3rd when he walked the leadoff hitter Alex Berg and gave up RBI single to Delta Cleary Jr. and an RBI double to Lou Ford with 2 outs in the inning. Gave up a walk and a single with 2 outs in the 6th, but got go tie to fly out to left to end the threat. 0-2, and Berg cuts through the fastball, swing and miss for strike 3. 3 straight fastballs, 3 straight strikes. Berg down. He is over 2 with a walk and a run in this game. 1 away, and that'll bring up Alfonso. Numbers on Brad Allen this year have been spectacular. 52 games, 19 saves. He's got a 2.92 ERA. He doesn't have a 1-3 record. He has pitched 52 1/3 innings, 45 hits given up, 18 runs, 17 of them earned. He has walked 20 and struck out 37. First pitch breaking ball misses down and away for ball 1 to Giovanni Alfonso, who was 1 for 3 in Game 1 of the doubleheader, picking up his 12th double of the season. And in Game 2, he has grounded back to the mound and struck out swinging. Grounder more up the 3rd baseline, but a great play made by Jay Gauze. Fastball is a strike over the outside corner to even things up at 1-1. Post-game show will come up after this one is over. We'll recap this game and hand out the Player of the Game award, and then we'll take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 1-1. Alfonso is swinging a line drive to 3rd, gets past Simpson and into left field, a base hit. So that's 2 hits here in the 7th of the Ducks, 1 by Reyes, 1 by Alfonso. Long Island has 2 on with 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go for Jordan
Right
Hinshaw.
fielder, number 28, Jordan Hinshaw. Number 28.
So here is Hinshaw. Had a very strong first game with 3 hits, an RBI, and a run scored, but it has been a difficult one here in Game 2. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, and has had 2 difficult balls to him in right field. One, which he went back on, kind of got twisted around, and ultimately could not make the catch on the RBI double by Witherspoon in the 4th. First pitch here is a strike, fastball at the knees, 0-1, and then in that 7th inning, the Dent fly ball down the right field line, which he overran it, and by the time he tried to come back, it hit off the wall. Both not the easiest of plays to make, but ones he'll tell you he should catch. 0-1, swing and a miss as Hinshaw cuts through the fastball from Allen. And the count quickly, 0-2. And York trying to hang on and get the win here. If they do get it, they will at least stay within 1 of York. in the Freedom Division of Lancaster, Lancaster won the first game of their doubleheader, and with York losing, Lancaster now one game ahead of York in the division. Right now, Lancaster and Somerset tied at 2. 0-2. Hinshaw swinging a miss, strike 3. He cuts through the high fastball. So Hinshaw with a hat trick tonight in game 2. He has struck out 3 times. Second strikeout for Allen, the 7th for Revolution pitching. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Delta Cleary Jr.
Long Island center fielder number 5, Delta Cleary Jr., number 5.
So the Revolution 1 out away from picking up a victory and splitting this single admission doubleheader with the Long Island Ducks as York looks for its first win of this 4-game set. If they get it, they will try and salvage a split of the series tomorrow night. First pitch to Cleary Jr. And takes a fastball at the knees from Allen for strike 1. Cleary Jr. an RBI single in the 3rd. Prior to that, a fly out to center, and since then, a pop out foul to third base. 2 on 2 out on singles from Reyes and Alfonso here in the 7th. The 0-1. Cleary Jr. late on the fastball, cuts through it and misses for strike 2, and now Allen a strike 3 away from striking out the side to end the ball game. York leads at 8-2. They're out hitting the Ducks 11-5 here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. Allen gets the sign from Tejeda and comes set. Here is the 0-2. Kicks and fires, and Cleary Jr. is swinging a foul back to the screen behind home plate to stay alive. Allen ready to deal 0-2 once again here to Delta Cleary Jr. Reyes takes his lead at second and Alfonso from first. The 0-2 pitch. Cleary Jr. lays off the high fastball, would not bite. And the count goes to 1-2. Again, tomorrow night it'll be John Brownell on the mound for the Long Island Ducks and Victor Mateo on the mound for the Revolution. Good pitching matchup to close out this series. The Ducks are hoping that they will be able to pick up another series win. 1-2, and a breaking ball just missed low below the knees. Revolution were open for strike 3 there, but Cleary Jr. able to lay off the pitch for ball 2, and that'll even up the count. We'll have a closer look at the pitching matchup during the post-game show for tomorrow's game, which will begin at 6:35, and the pregame show at 6:20 here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. 2-2. Swinging a little tapper foul behind the plate. Cleary Jr. was out in front of the breaking ball, just got enough of it with his end of the bat to stay alive. Ducks already know that at the end of the day they will be at least 8 games up in the division with 17 to play, and that is certainly a position you want to be in. 2-2. Popped up in the air to left field. This should do it. Harris drifts in. He'll make the catch. This ball game is over, and the York Revolution defeat the Ducks behind 4 home runs and a great start from Jay Gauze. 8-2 to split the doubleheader with Long Island. So not the way the Ducks wanted to finish off this twin bill, but the Revolution get the victory. And now the final game of the series tomorrow will determine if the Ducks win the series or if the Revolution salvage the split. Don't go anywhere. Post-game shows coming up next. We'll recap this game and hand out the player of the game. Ducks fall 8-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, the Long Island Ducks fall in Game 2 of this doubleheader to the York Revolution 8-2 after they won Game 1. The Ducks did in waddle-off fashion on Elmer Reyes, a solo home run to left in the bottom of the 7th. So the Ducks split the twin bill, their 12th doubleheader of the season. And they will try and go for the series victory tomorrow in the finale of this 4-game set. Final game at Bethpage Ballpark between these two teams during the 2017 regular season. Recapping quickly Game 2 for you. Revolution got out to an early lead as they struck with 2 outs in the second against Dennis O'Grady, who made the spot start tonight for Alfredo Simon, who was put on the disabled list today. With 2 outs and the bases empty, Chase Simpson drew a walk, the 8-hitter who was hitting under 200 coming into the game, and Travis Witherspoon followed with a 2-run home run to left center. And then after Alonzo Harris singled to center, Alexi Casilla hit his second home run of the day, a 2-run blast to right. And that gave the Revolution an early 4-0 lead. Ducks' only run-scoring inning of the game came in the bottom of the 3rd when Alex Berg drew a walk to start the inning, moved to second on a groundout. And then with 2 outs, Delta Cleary Jr. blooped an RBI single to left, and Lou followed with a second RBI double of the day. An RBI double right center, scoring Cleary Jr. That made it a 4-2 game, brought the tying run of the plate in the form of Mark Krause, but he would strike out swinging, and that would be all for the Ducks in this game. The Revolution would put the score out of reach with a run in the 4th, which came on a single by Ryan Dent, who then stole second and scored with 1 out on an RBI double by Travis Witherspoon, a fly ball to right that Jordan Hinshaw went back on and could not snare. So that made it 5-2. York would add 2 more runs in the 6th when Ruben Gotay dropped a pop-up off the bat of Chase Simpson to begin the inning. And then after Zach Treese recorded 2 outs, he allowed a 2-run home run over the batter's eye in center to Alexi Casilla, over the wall in center, I should say. Casilla's 3rd home run of the day, 2nd in the game. And that gave the Revolution a 7-2 lead, and they would tack on another in the 7th when Jose Velez made his Ducks debut and gave up a leadoff solo home run over the wall in right to Telvin Nash. Ducks had some chances to try and battle back. In the 6th, they picked up a walk and a single with 2 outs, but Ruben Gotay popped up to left. And in the 7th, picked up singles from Reyes and Alfonso. Reyes to lead off, Alfonso with 1 out, but Hinshaw struck out and Cleary Jr. popped to left to end the game. Final totals from the nightcap of the doubleheader. I shouldn't say nightcap, both games were at night, but Game 2 of the doubleheader. York, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 for the Ducks. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. They also left 6. Jay Gauls got the win with 6 innings of 2-run ball to improve to 9-2 on the year. Dennis O'Grady, the loser, gave up 4 runs in 2 innings. In the spot start, he falls to 5-7. No save in this one, which took 2 hours and 31 minutes, longer than Game 1. And the attendance, 4,253 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Tonight's player of the game here for Game 2 is going to be Alexi Casilla, who was 2 for 4 at the plate with a pair of 2-run home runs, his 2nd and 3rd of the day, his 3rd and 4th of the year. 4 RBIs and a couple of runs. Casilla, the player of the game here in Game 2. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scores, and then we'll wrap things up from Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. 8 home runs in the 2 games of the doubleheader today between the Ducks and the Revolution. 7 coming off the bat of the Revs between the 2 games, but it was the home runs that helped win the game for the Ducks. In Game 1, the solo home run by Elmer Reyes to win it in the bottom of the 7th, and the Revolution using 4 home runs to come up with a victory, including a pair of 2-run home runs in the 2nd inning of Game 2. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard one final time here tonight. Everything final except for 1 game. Earlier today was the Skeeters, a 5-0 shutout of the New Britain Bees up in Connecticut. Jake Hale, the complete game shutout. He improves to 10-5 on the year. The loser, Nick Greenwood, drops to 3-5. Joe Benson, his 8th homer, and Albert Cordero, his 4th, in the win for the Skeeters. Bridgeport Bluefish were swept by the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in a doubleheader today down in Waldorf. Southern Maryland took both games 4-1. In Game 1, Gabby Hernandez, the win, improved to 11-3. Charles Brewer, the loss, fell to 8-6. Cody Epley, his 29th save. Corey Vaughn hit a home run, his 12th of the year, and Gustavo Molina, his 4th of the season for Bridgeport in the losing effort. Game 2, also a 4-1 win for the Blue Crabs. The winner, Brian Grenning, improved to 8-6. The loser, Ross Seaton, fell to 1-3, and Zach Thornton picked up his first save of the year. L.J. Hose with his 3rd home run of the season for the Blue Crabs in the victory. So that certainly helps the Ducks as the Bluefish lose 2. The Ducks win 1 and lose 1, so Long Island is now 8 games clear of the Bridgeport Bluefish in the second half Liberty Division standings. Coming into tomorrow's game, which means 17 games remaining in the season, and the Ducks have an 8-game lead on Bridgeport. Game 1 of a doubleheader in Bridgewater, New Jersey went 10 innings today, and the Barnstormers won at 7-6 over the Patriots. Winning pitcher was Daniel Moscas, improved to 6-2. The loser, Dustin Antolin, fell to 1-2. Patriots had home runs from Omar Rosario, his 6th, Mark Minikazzi, his 5th, but in a losing effort. 5 different Barnstormers had RBIs. So with that loss for Somerset and the win for the Ducks, Long Island now 8.5 ahead of Somerset. Now it has dropped to 8 with Long Island's loss here in Game 2. Right now, Game 2 going on. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Patriots and the Barnstormers are tied at 2, though Somerset is threatening. They have the bases loaded with nobody out. So if Somerset comes back and wins that game, Somerset would still be 7.5 in back of the Long Island Ducks, and they would have 18 games to play, not 17. Brad Bergeson started for the Barnstormers. Keohi Downing is now in for the Patriots. A.J. Octor started, and now Kyler Newby is on the pitch. Patriots have gotten RBIs from 3 guys, so now they have taken a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. They have RBIs from Guzman, Richardson, and Trapp. Barnstormers with RBIs from Weber and Garner. So again, if that score holds, Ducks would be 7.5 ahead of Somerset. They have 18. The Ducks have 17 in play, 8 ahead of Bridgeport, and now 9.5 games ahead of New Britain. Meanwhile, the Yankees were swept in a doubleheader today by the Cleveland Indians. They dropped Game 1 2-1. Trevor Bauer, the win, improved to 14-8. Jaime Garcia, the loss, fell to 1-2. Cody Allen, his 22nd save. For Game 2, it was the Indians 9-4. Ryan Merritt improved to 2-0. Jordan Montgomery fell to 7-7. Greg Bird hit his 2nd home run of the season for the Yankees. Encarnacion his 31st. Lindor his 25th. And Gomes his 10th for Cleveland. And in the city of Cincinnati, it was the Mets shutting out the Reds 2-0. Rafael Montero, the win, improved to 3-9. The loser, Homer Bailey, fell to 4-7. And the save to A.J. Ramos, his 26th. RBIs from Flores and Plawecki in the victory for New York. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. This series will conclude tomorrow when these two teams go at it for the final time at Bethpage Ballpark during the 2017 regular season. Ducks will send right-hander John Brownell to the mound, who is 9-3 on the year, a 3.33 ERA through 7 shutout innings up in New Britain over the weekend on Saturday to get the victory. So it will be John Brownell taking the mound, making his 3rd start of the year against the York Revolution. And meanwhile, right-hander Victor Mateo will start for York. He comes in with a record of 6-8 and a 4.12 ERA on the year. He is making his 2nd start against Long Island. He has struggled 0-1 with an ERA of 9. Brownell is 1-0 with a 5.19 ERA. Good matchup of 2 right-handers on the mound tomorrow. And the Ducks will try and earn a series win, taking 3 of 4 from the Revolution if they can get the victory here tomorrow night. So that's going to do it for us on this Wednesday night. A long night of baseball has come to an end. The Ducks and the Revolution splitting a doubleheader this evening. Ducks winning 5-4 in waddle-off fashion in Game 1, their 9th walk-off win of the year. Revs coming back with a 8-2 win in Game 2. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when these two teams wrap up the series. Pre-game show is going to begin at 6:20, the first pitch at 6:35. You can follow all the action here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for tuning in here on your Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed both broadcasts today. David Weiss joined me in Game 1. Thanks so much to him. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. We will do it all over again on Thursday night here at Bethpage Ballpark. So for now, good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.